forgot I was out, and I was like, okay. So I figured he was shutting it down, and that was just gonna like kick us all. But apparently that didn't happen.
Yep. Apparently, Angry likes weird Instagram stuff. Very strange things.
Yeah, some of that shit I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, it's just like randomized reels. Like you'll like one video will be like dogs, the next is like some guy doing a trick on a motorcycle. And then there's like people fighting in the street, and then it's like 3 reels in a row about like bears, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? Whatever.
Lions and tigers and bears, oh my.
All right.
Welcome to it, everybody. I've already been live for like 44 seconds. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
No.
If they didn't, they're ignoring the little red light at the top left. You know?
Yeah, they're not looking. It's fine. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Late Night with E Honda, the greatest show on all the internet, of course. Back at it again. And I thought we would start off tonight with talking about Snub-nose revolvers. Oh, we already got a super chat. Daniel's testing. Yes, you got unblocked. Yes, everything's cool. Yes, we're cool again. No, I don't care anymore. Make your fucking ranch jokes. Fuck off. I don't fucking care. Suck my dick. I was going through some fucking withdrawals, man. I'll admit it.
What Honda means is he loves you too, Daniel.
No sound. The fuck?
No,
It
there's
might be a long time.
Sound.
We got sound. I was listening earlier.
Okay. Because someone's trying to... What was that code word that you guys made up that one time? Like Keffels or some shit?
Kafifi? No, it's Kofifi. Kofifi. There we go.
Confetti.
Sprinkles.
There you go.
So what do you guys think? What are the pros and cons of carrying a snub-nose revolver versus a full-size revolver or a semi-automatic handgun or whatever the case might be? Is it worth it to have a snub-nose? Should you buy a snub-nose? Is a snub-nose an easy gun to carry, etc.?
I mean, I can go off my own experiences because I sometimes will carry a snub-nose revolver, and yeah, it's easy. It's very easy to carry. I mean, if you can carry a small Glock 27 or smaller handgun, you can carry a snub-nose, no problem. Yeah, you don't get as much capacity, but I mean, you do have the added bonus of if you did, for whatever, God forbid reason, have to take a shot from like inside clothing, like a jacket pocket or something, you can take consecutive shots. They're comfortable to carry, in my opinion. I don't have any issues with them. I enjoy shooting revolvers. I actually shoot revolvers pretty well. So it all kind of comes down to personal preference. If you can carry a full-size revolver or even like a medium-sized revolver, I mean, carrying the snub is no big deal.
And I particularly carry a snub-nose almost exclusively now. I used to carry a Taurus PT 709 Slim, single-stack polymer frame, 9mm, striker-fired, blah, 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 right? And there is something to be said for having the ability to quickly reload. But that being said, the reason I carried that gun was because it was small and easy to carry-ish, and I didn't want to carry an extra magazine with me because that kind of like added weight and added fucking bulk, and now I have another thing, like lint can get into that shit or whatever if it's in your pocket, Yeah. I'm not a big fan of like inside the waistband carry. That's not my thing, really, to be honest. I prefer pocket carry, and for me, snub-nose is like the easiest pocket carry that you can have. Oh shit, we got a new member. Skidmark, you've joined. You are in the family of Frog now. The Frog family. I don't know.
Reddit.
What do I call you guys? Tadpoles?
Tadpoles?
Well, there's 3 levels. It's like tadpole, and then there's like baby, I forget, like frog, and then full gay frog is like if you go all the way. So I don't know what maybe you're full gay, I'm not sure. Full gay frog. Yeah. What do you guys carry though? Like, do you carry a snub-nose or do you carry something else?
Yeah, I mean, most of the times I'll carry my my LCP, but occasionally I have my Taurus 85. I'll carry that. I have a different holster set up for it. I have a Kydex inside the waistband holster for it. But I'll carry that in the summertime because it's something that, especially when it's super hot out, like it gives me a little bit more, in my opinion, than the LCP, but it's still small enough and concealable enough I can wear summertime clothes without any issues.
I was thinking about getting an LCP Max so I can have a 357 snub-nose little light revolver kind of thing, because all I have is the 642, which I really like. Don't get me wrong, the 642 is great, but it's 38 special, and so you don't quite have the stopping power. And while 5 rounds is probably enough, I'd rather have 5 rounds of 357 than 5 rounds of 38. So maybe I'm going to make the switch. I'm not sure yet.
I feel that. I've been looking at the same just because I wouldn't mind having one, especially like there's times in the winter time or like fall time where I don't want to wear something even compact or full size. Like I still want to carry the snub nose, but I know that I might have to worry about, extra layers or something like that, which I mean, granted 38 special is probably going to be fine for, but the 357 just provides a little bit more security aspect to it.
Yeah, and there's quite a few options for snub noses too. I mean, you got the Kimber makes one, Colt makes one, Ruger makes several, Smith & Wesson makes several. I mean, there's even like that Taurus one, the fucking polymer fucking Taurus one. I don't know if I trust that one, but on paper it's fine. I've never shot one before, so who knows?
Yeah. Even Rock Island is making revolvers now too, but they're only making them in 38 special.
Yeah, I saw those. I thought about maybe picking up one because it kind of looks like the.
I've thought about picking one up too.
That Carol had in The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And what is the definition of a snub nose? In my opinion, it's got to be 2-inch barrel 5-shot, small frame, whatever frame that is.
I say 2-inch barrel or shorter because I mean, even like the detective specials, those are 6-shot, but they're still considered a snub usually.
Yeah, and you get to 3 inches, it's not a snub nose anymore, in my opinion.
Yeah, no. So, yeah, when it comes to capacity, because again, I mean, caliber is going to determine a lot of that and stuff. But I would say 2-inch barrel. Like, I wouldn't, when you get into your really big calibers, like a 44 mag or like a 454 snub nose, like those technically are a snub nose, but they're not like a concealed carry snub nose because they're still so bulky and everything. And technically, you can conceal carry them, but you're not gonna like pocket carry those snub noses. Where like a 38, even some of the 357s, you can still technically pocket carry.
Because, like for instance, this guy right here is a 3-inch barrel, and it's 7-shot. I would not consider this a snub nose. I wouldn't consider it like a full-size revolver. I mean, it is a full-size revolver.
But look how bulky that is too,
and how heavy this thing is too.
Oh no, I was going to mention that.
A beautiful gun.
Oh, it really is.
It still looks nice. It still looks great, but again, it's bulky. As you said, it's heavy.
Yeah, like pocket carrying this thing, like my if I'm wearing gym shorts, my fucking shorts are falling off. You know what I mean?
Right.
I wouldn't pocket carry that. No, hell no.
But it's a cool gun. I do like it. I do like my 357. Anyway, we got some Twitter stories that I have pulled up, ready to go through for you guys, for your pleasure, for your viewing pleasure. And to start off with, it's a meme. I never kissed a parrot to get in office, but maybe a cockatoo. I fucked that up. I fucked that joke up. I read it wrong.
The spirit was there, so
Yeah.
What gun would you carry if you were formal attire at work? PPK or P38 on suit days for me because I'm classy like that. Honestly, like what?
I know.
You know what a P38 is? Like it depends on your type of suit that you're wearing to work.
Yeah, I feel a P38 is being a full-size gun is a little too big for a nice suit.
Well, it depends. If you're wearing like a Hugo Boss suit or something,
I get it.
Or if you're wearing a mean mustache suit.
Yeah, is it mean mustache? Yes, yes, we are here. We are queer. Get used to it. Wait, that's what the left.
So I mean, I can speak to my end. Like when I used to do
Hey, look, there's Mark Malone.
When I used to work in the office, like I would carry it depended on, again, like attire and stuff like that, but most of the time it was my LCP. There was a couple times when I had my little mini revolver, I would just like shove that into my pants pocket. I had a little holster for it. I could fit that in pretty quickly just to, I wasn't going to be wearing a jacket or something like that. But usually it was one of those two that I was carrying.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like my barbecue gun would either be this one or, and I say barbecue gun like if I'm trying to be classy, I want something that's cool. But if I'm gonna use a shoulder holster, like you're talking right here, 1911, dude. That 1911 fits nice in there. Like a double stack kind of, it's like fucking, it takes up too much space. You feel like you're like faking you have muscles or something, Yeah,
if you're gonna shoulder, like if you're wearing a suit and like, because I look at work as they don't, like, you want to try to hide the fact you have a gun. If you're doing like a gun at like a wedding or something like that, when I did at my wedding, I had to go to a wedding last year. I did my CZ83 in a shoulder holster, and that's what I wore under my suit, like, because it was classy. It's very PPK-esque, Makarov-esque. So.
Right.
Sorry, I had to grab a drink. Jesus Christ. I thought you guys would talk longer than that. Fuck me.
It was only
I'm the only. I had given my suit gun, so.
Jesus, man. All I wanted was a drink. Couldn't even get one.
A crisp, refreshing beverage.
Modelo, the drink of champions.
What? No PBR?
I'm drinking some like
PBR.
Jam.
PBR tastes like piss water. Like, honestly, you could be working hard all day, sweating your ass off, painting a fence, digging holes outside, and someone hands you a PBR and it still tastes like piss water.
Yep. I'm drinking some I don't know what the fuck this is. Triple Jam beer? I don't know.
See, and like I went down the rabbit hole of like, oh, let me try all these like fancy beers and craft beers and one-off beers that people make because there's so many of them. Like Colorado, if you guys don't know, has more microbrews than any other state. Any other state. So, and it's annoying. Like these beer snobs come in and they're like, "Well, what kind of local beer do you have?" Like we don't have shit. We have Blue Moon. We have Coors.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Like it's annoying. I mean, there's
a
bars
beer
that
garden.
Specialize in that, Like there's all kinds of bars that. Like, there's this place called Tap House that's got, like, 150 different kinds of beer on tap. And, like, you can go through, like, they give you a card that you mark off the different kind of beers that you've had, and you get, like, a hat if you get all of them or some shit like that.
I've been to places like that. I mean, I'm not a beer connoisseur. I'm more just like, oh, that beer sounds interesting. I'm going to try that. And that's what I did because I was at the grocery store yesterday and was just going down the aisle and saw this. Was like, that sounds interesting. Let me pick up a 6-pack of it and see how these are. And they're not bad. They're not great, but they're, whatever.
Some of them are good, but I mean, like, you got to, like, fucking wade through a bunch of shit that you don't really like before you fucking get to a beer that you like. So the two beers that I like, and I've said this before, are Modelo, because I just like Modelo, and Coors Original. There's just, it's got a good flavor to it. It's, like, I really like it. It's good for cooking with. People fucking, think Coors Original, and what they're thinking in their head is Coors Light. And it's not the same thing. It is not even, I mean, it's close, but it's not close. You know what I mean?
It's just watery. But it's not bad. It's just, it's there. It's like hydration beer.
Is that the same kind of Coors that you had in Tulsa that we all drank?
Yeah, that was Coors Original.
Yeah, that was some good shit.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
For beer, anyways,
You wouldn't think that it's that good, but it's got a good flavor. It's got like enough sweetness without being overpowering, without just being hoppy. I don't like.
I hate super hoppy beers. Like I hate IPAs and stuff. Yeah, fuck them. Yep, I'm in the same boat. Like all the beer snobs, they're like, I want a double IPA because I like the hops. No, you don't. You say you like the hops because you want to be weird and different. No one actually likes the hops. Like, that's why I stick to like porters, lagers, stouts. Like, but I can't drink a lot of those because they sit so heavy. So I'll usually have like one or two, and then I'll switch to, whatever light beers available or even like a like ciders or something like that, because I just gotta lighten it up a little bit.
Randy Butternub says he's drinking Ice House over here. Ice House, not so much. Natural ice, kind of. What's the other one?
Ugh.
That's like that was like the cheap beer that
Ugh.
we drank in college because it was 5.9%. You know.
Yep. That's what we
And
used to
it's
do
the same
beer
price.
pong with because it was
Yeah.
so cheap.
Yeah.
Well, every 5 of them, it's like a 6th beer. It's nice, you know.
Keystone liked another one that was a cheap beer when I was in college, and oh my god, it was horrible, but you could get fucking drunk off of it.
Yeah, you could get a 30 rack for like nothing. So we used to do
for like
Keystone.
$15.
Yeah, we used to do Key Light. We did Natty Ice, and then Pennsylvania actually has a Pennsylvania Styles Ice, which is like Natty Ice, only even cheaper. Like it's basically like water with like somehow they have alcohol in it, and it's bad. But it's if you're playing beer pong, you don't care because it's like $13, or it was like $13 for like a 30 rack, so you didn't care.
Squibloader says, "Is it true that Denver's using so much water that the city will now be using recycled wastewater to supplement the drinking water supply?" Yes, actually, that is true. And the reason isn't, I mean, it's twofold. It's not that individuals are using so much water; it's that so many people have moved to the Denver metro area that, like, the old water law that has been passed does not fit the amount of water that we're allowed to use anymore. Because, like, Colorado is basically where most of, or a lot of the country gets their water. You know, like the mountains melt the water into the rivers go downstream. We could use it all, but we've made treaties and shit like that with like Arizona and California and other states saying like, yeah, we'll let so much water go by a year so that you guys can have water too. And now so many people have moved here. It's like they're using too much goddamn water. And so now they have to supplement the water drinking supply with recycled wastewater, which is kind of gross, but that's what other states already do. Like everybody else already does that shit. It's just Colorado never had to before. Yeah.
I tell you, another gross beer was and it would always, give you a bad hangover was Bud Ice.
Do I like any IPAs? Hazed and Confused is okay.
Some of the hazy IPAs they're tolerable. I don't like them.
Hazy Little Thing. Hazy Little Thing is another one too that I like.
Yeah, I bought one like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I was like, it had like a bunch of like video game stuff on the side, and it was like tropical IPA or something like that. It's made by like the same people, I think. And I was like, this is okay. Like I can finish this bottle, but I would never go for a second bottle. Like most IPAs, if I take a sip, I'm like, I'm not finishing this. This is shit. But that one, I was like, I can finish this bottle, but I'll never grab a second.
We should just send all the piss water to Arizona, says Daniel. Yeah, I agree. Milwaukee does the same thing. It pumps raw sewage into the lake when it rains. That's fucking gross, dude.
Yay.
Don't eat the fish, I guess.
No, don't eat the fish.
No, you don't.
So did you guys hear Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell called on the Biden administration to expedite more military aid to Ukraine again?
Why?
Why him?
Why?
Because he's probably getting paid out from it.
Well, the Ukrainians are winning so far.
Well, the thing is, like, what Angry just said is true. They all have stock in Halliburton. They all have stock in
Raytheon,
VU, and then like Vanguard and all these other companies that make a fuck ton of money every time we produce weapons. You know, so the more that they send to Ukraine, the more that we're spending on that shit, the better it is for their pocketbook.
Yep.
And they don't care if it edges us closer to World War III or nuclear war or whatever. They already bought up all the fucking potassium iodine, you know. They know it's coming. And the fucked up thing is, like, Russia has a program to save the people from nuclear war. They've got bunkers. They've run drills. There's programs, yada, yada, yada. What do they have in America? Oh, it's continuity of government. wherein, yeah, the military survives and like the people in power survive and they all have their fucking bunkers and supplies of food and all that stuff. But when it comes to the average human in America, if it's nuclear war, we're on our own, bro. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. They'll eventually come out and be like, oh, who's left? Hey, you owe us back taxes.
Yeah,
they can try. They can try and cover it, but if everything's been irradiated, they can't do shit.
It'd be like Fallout.
Exactly, it'll be like Fallout. The only thing left is the Secret Service guarding the gold reserve.
Well, and if you guys don't know, that's one of the first things that the federal government will do once they come out of their bunkers is reestablish a tax plan for the people who are still alive because they need to collect taxes to survive because they can't do on their own. Because
they don't know how to make money on their own.
Well, everything the government has, they stole from you and me. Everything the government spends, they steal from you and me and our children's future by printing it.
Yep. And by the time they come out of their bunker, shit's going to be fucking, mass chaos, anarchy. And if they try to institute, with taxes and shit again, they'll just fucking have a war on their hands.
Well, don't worry. Once they come out of their bunker and everything and the radiation's settled, they'll have to deal with the triple-headed gay frogs.
Maybe we might be super mutants by then.
Is that our group name?
No, that's not our group name specifically, but I don't know.
That should be the top level of member for the join the Honda member chat thing.
A triple-headed
irradiated gay frog.
You get a badge.
Make that a patch.
So check this out. I thought this was funny. Let me know if you can't hear it.
Can't hear it.
I can't hear it.
No, I can't hear
Okay,
it.
so she's like, I could stay here all day. And he's like, yeah, I know. I hear it. Oh, the brush strokes. And then he asked him to leave. Damn it, you can't hear that?
No.
Fuck me, dude.
No.
Nope.
Dude, well, StreamYard changed their shit so that you could hear, so you could not hear it, and then it was like 1 week you could hear it again. So I didn't bother downloading these things and loading them into a thing so that I could play it for you guys, and now you can't hear it. So fuck me, dude.
Nope.
This is stupid. You're ruining my chat, StreamYard. Fucking stop changing your shit.
Well, it's a Canadian company. What do you expect?
Okay, I thought this was funny. You don't need sound for this one. So this is a prank chair. I thought this was hilarious. That blonde chick she was laughing at it and she thought it was funny. Fucking bitch. Have you seen those the bicycle thing where they'll put a bike in a place that people steal bicycles all the fucking time?
Yeah, so it's tied down or something with a cable and they.
Right, but they got one where it's like this, but it's real. Where they sit on the seat and the seat just fucking sinks really quick and there's a rod that comes up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you can get sued for that, but I mean, the guy's not supposed to be stealing it anyway. You
No,
didn't
he's
give
not.
permission, so I don't think you can sue him for that, right?
No, you can't.
I would think not, but.
Well, if you're already in the act of a criminal action, you can't sue people for doing anything to you.
That's not true.
Well, no. In certain instances, it isn't. It isn't. Like, say someone goes and illegally enters somebody's house and they get shot. Yeah, sure. If they survive, they could possibly sue. But at the end of the day, you think the judge is gonna side with the guy who entered somebody's house illegally?
So there was the legal case that the guy sued and
Only in
won.
like California and New York will
Hold
that
on,
happen.
Hold on, Nightstrike. The guy sued and won, right? He was breaking into the house. He was up on top of the roof, fell through the ceiling, like, light or whatever, like the fucking glass on the ceiling, and then onto a table that had knives on it and got all cut up from the knives. And
Damn.
sued and won because there wasn't a sign saying, like, be careful of knives or whatever.
And
Well,
that was
it's
probably
like
in California.
It's like that one. You remember where that guy broke into the house and got locked into the garage, and the only thing in there to eat was fucking dog food and hot Pepsi. And
Yep.
he ended up fucking suing and won because, bullshit. But
Really?
yeah,
Wow.
I mean, I'd rather have dog food and hot Pepsi than to, like, starve and dehydrate to death.
well, true, but I mean, it's just another fucked up case. So that criminal broke the law, broke into someone's house, and sued because they got locked in the garage on their own stupidity.
I think often, though, it's like, okay, someone's suing me, I'm going to hire a lawyer, and you just pick, like, a shitty fucking lawyer, and, like, the guy who's suing, the guy who, like, fell on the knives or ate the dog food or whatever, like, got a good lawyer. And so you have, like, good lawyer versus bad lawyer. It's not necessarily, like, they should have won. It's like they won because of shit that the lawyer did or whatever,
Yeah.
Okay, I thought this is a good story, kind of.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that.
it's a bad story, but it's a good story. Hunter falls out of tree stand, breaks his back. Friend delivers his deer to the hospital. That's a good friend.
That's kind of cool.
A solid friend.
Yeah, that is really a solid friend.
Yeah.
All gutted all gutted, huh?
I don't know if it looked. No, I don't think it was gutted.
Oh, you said it was gutted. Okay.
That'd be
All
a
right, and
poor friend then.
CDC is now requiring school children across the U.S. to be vaccinated against COVID-19. To attend school is misleading. That's a misleading statement to say that. They've only recommended that. But then what happens? The states say, well, we're just following the CDC recommendation. We didn't choose to do this. We're just doing what we were told to do. So It's not misleading. It's a fucking like Reuters, go fuck yourself. I'm so tired of this bullshit, dude. Tired of this bullshit. And who makes money the whole time? And who's protected from being sued the whole time? And who's getting injured by this? The children of this country. And honestly, dude, there's like stories in Denver anyway, and I don't know how it is in your guys' states, of local schools shutting down because the attendance is so low, because so many people have pulled their kids out of school because they're doing homeschool now and shit like that. It's like, fuck you, dude. And there's a total logical reason, especially when they're doing this kind of horse shit, to get your kids out of public school.
I hope they fucking start pulling their kids out left and right more than what's going on now, to the point where a quarter to half of the schools that are open right now just get shut down for the students.
Yeah, there was a story.
Fuck that shit.
There was a story that I was reading like yesterday or the day before about Denver public schools missing $350 million this year because of kids who aren't attending, because they get paid by the number of students, right? So the students go down, the amount of money goes down. You can measure that. The number of students who are not going to school equals $350 million a year of funding that Denver public schools are not getting right now.
That's a lot of damage.
That is.
And then so many of these schools also want to go with the levy issues on every single ballot initiative and everything else like that.
Yeah.
Chrissy Bear says, I'd like to see more of this CDC BS before elections. Well, I mean, honestly, dude, we are going to see a red wave, and they're trying to be like, oh, no, it's not going to happen. The Democrats are going to win because we are the Democrats. Like, fuck you, dude. You've been pulling horse shit that's so obvious to so many people. Yeah, there's not, like, necessarily a fuck ton more Republicans registered, and there's not a fuck ton less Democrats registered, although there are more Republicans registered now than there were in 2020, and there's less Democrats registered than there were in 2020. But the number of fucking people who are in the middle, who will vote either way, who are, you know what I mean? They're going to be leaning heavily Republican, I think, this time around.
Oh yeah,
yeah, definitely.
They keep talking about a red wave. I can actually see one coming.
Everybody is literally predicting it. Like even Real Clear Politics. You remember that website we used to use for the 2016 election, and then they were kind of half right on the 2020 election. Well, apparently, even they're saying that there's going to be a red wave.
I hope so, but I guess.
Well,
I don't know. I'm
in
just
in the states that are predominantly Democrat, don't expect any change. I'll tell you that right now.
No, I'm saying across the board. I'm just not saying staying optimistic. But we'll have to see what the Yeti coolers say.
Better to be optimistic than pessimistic. Okay.
No, because if you prepare for the worst, then
you won't get let down. I get that.
Yeah.
But
and you can also prepare for whatever the worst is to come.
I would argue we already have the worst.
Well, not to mention the fact that, like,
better.
if they're like, yeah, the Republicans are going to win, absolutely, like, like it's without a doubt that like it's going to happen. People are pissed. Then a lot of people who would have voted otherwise might not come out and vote, and then they might not win. So you can't you got to play it like, I don't know, what's the word? Game theory. You got to use game theory to like fucking get the best result that you can out of people, and sometimes that means not telling them, yeah, you're going to win if you just vote.
So my question is, with the midterms coming up, and if it starts looking like they're going to get annihilated and it's going to be quote unquote a red wave, how much fucking cheating bullshit or antics like that can we expect? Like, how bad do you think it'll get?
Depending on the
what
state.
you talk about. Cheating never happens.
I think it depends on the state, because there's states like Colorado where Dominion voting systems is located, wherein like Democrats already have numerical superiority, where they're going to just they're going to roll over and they're going to do what they're going to do. Like Governor Polis has done. He's a Democrat governor of Colorado, up for re-election, running against a woman Republican who's saying all the right things, dude, all the fucking right things.
Definitely
is probably going to win still, because there's just so many people who are like, I'm not a Democrat, and it's so fucking annoying. But I really hope that
they're a Democrat. They can't think for themselves.
Yeah,
they're brain.
Well, dude, don't say that, because that used to be the Republicans. Like you go back far enough in time. Like,
well, the parties switch every 50 years or something like that, right?
Not even. I'm thinking like 2001, when like after 9/11 happened, and everyone's like, I'm a Republican. I don't like free speech. Big business is good. Like that kind of shit. They just switched the fucking side since then, and now it's the other way around.
Yeah,
I didn't vote for the 2000 elections because I wasn't old enough then. I wasn't able to vote until the re-election for Bush. So
did you vote for Bush?
I did.
Then fuck you, because you were like, I like war in Iraq.
Well, who did you vote for then?
Fucking not anybody, because they're all a bad choice back then.
So you're saying you threw away your vote because you didn't feel like voting?
Because
I'm saying that there wasn't a good option, and there wasn't like someone that I could vote for that I believed in.
Yeah, it's better to vote for nothing than vote for shit.
Yeah, it's like that South Park meme. Like, if I have to choose between a giant douche and a piece of shit, I'm not voting.
I argue that not voting at all is worse than actually voting.
Yes.
Because, you could have helped one side or the other, but because you decided not to vote, you literally threw it away and let, the worst side win.
Yeah, the worst side did win.
Yeah, because Bush won the re-election.
Well, yeah, but look at it this way.
And you helped them.
Look at it this way. Bush wasn't trying to put through another assault weapons ban. He let it sunset.
Is that the only thing that matters?
Well, you have an AR-15 now. You have an AK now. Do you like those guns?
So so here's the thing. It clearly comes down to, are you a one-item? Clearly, and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Night Strike, and I'm not judging you on this, but clearly you are a one-topic voter.
Well, right now I am, yes.
Yeah, so in that case, in Night Strike's mind, he made the right choice because that was the lesser anti-gun person. But to other people who have other mindset ideas, that's why, like, I'm never going to pick on someone for, I don't have to necessarily agree with your voting choice, but if you can at least back it up with some, like, educational words or, like, some thought process, I can at least respect it. So Honda looked at it a different way. Honda's one item was not just gun rights. He was also looking at war, big business, like all that stuff. Now, who knows what would have happened with the other dude? But
no, don't get me wrong. Okay, I'm not saying that the Bush was perfect. I'm not saying he was a great president either. He was better than the alternative, is all it was, and that's the point with electing. Sometimes it's like it's the lesser of two evils. It's not necessarily the best candidate ever. And that's the problem.
It depends on what you also deem as the less, like, some people put more into their pot on, again, like the war might take up a bigger part of their pot and thus be more evil than just some gun rights.
Even I make fun of Bush for those so-called weapons of mass destruction we found in Iraq, right?
What? You didn't find any.
That's the joke.
Yeah, I know.
We didn't find any. That was the joke. But that's the point. I'm not saying he was a great president, but compared to what we could have had, a Democrat trying to take away people's guns, it's better than nothing.
Do you guys know who this is?
Darrell Brooks, the Waukesha parade killer.
Yep, and look at him staring at the judge. He's got the fucking death stare to the point where she's like, I don't feel comfortable. I feel threatened. We're going to take a break right now. Like, look at, dude, this guy's a fucking psychopath. If you've been watching this shit at all, he's
pure evil.
Yeah, pure evil. Absolutely. And fucking blames everything on everybody but himself and all that stuff. But he's representing himself in court. He denied having a public attorney, like what do you call it? Public defender.
Yeah.
Come in and help him. Because the public defender wasn't going to let him use sovereign citizen arguments to make a defense for himself. And that's what he's been doing the whole fucking time, is making sovereign citizen arguments against the state, to which is, going nowhere because they're not actually legitimate in court.
That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how that plays out for him.
Yeah, he's absolutely going to lose. And he's been kicked out of court several fucking times. Like, they make him go to this other room and put headphones on, and they only allow him to talk here and there, and he can listen and watch and maybe try to do an objection. And he doesn't know how to do objections. He does this thing where it's objection. Okay, what's your objection? Leading. No, that doesn't work. Objection. What's your objection? Asked and answered. Nope, that doesn't work. Fuck you, dude. Fuck this piece of shit. Seriously, if I was one of the parents whose child was injured during this thing, I would have a tough time not showing up to court and catching a charge myself.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like, that infamous one where the guy, pretends to be on the fucking payphone right there when they're bringing the douchebag in, and he just turns around and just pop right to the fucking head, killed him.
Yeah, and should you be charged for that? Yes, you should. That's not the right thing.
He got away with it. I mean, he didn't get charged.
But at the same time, when they do charge you with it, should that be taken into consideration? Absolutely yes. And you should be given every fucking leniency that the court will give you. Daniel says, can I be remodded? Yes, you are remodded. Now you can say things in super chats.
Uh-oh.
Go Shadow says, look at your Discord.
Uh-oh. Look at the Discord.
Look at the Discord. Oh, God. What is it? Oh, we were talking about Yammy Noob earlier today. Let me do this real quick. Tara likes Yammy Noob, and other people are like, yeah, do you guys watch Yammy Noob? He's so cool. He does motorcycle stuff, Honda. You like motorcycle stuff? No, dude, that guy's a fucking faggot. He's a fucking piece of shit. He's out for the money. He's a shill. and he fucking is a street Rossi. Like he likes to think that he's like really good at riding motorcycles and doing all this stuff.
Why do
But
I
check
know
out
this
this
guy's
accident
name?
that he got in, dude. And this is 100% his fault.
So not laugh, but that kind of funny.
Well, the thing is, they're in a
this
group ride and they're going quick. And he was like, "Oh, I'm going to be a street Rossi and go across the double yellow line on a blind turn and try to get ahead of these guys because I'm fast and I'm cool and I'm Yammy Noob."
I know this. Now I know why this. I Do It With Dan did a video on this idiot, right?
Yeah. Do It With Dan. Fucking hates this guy.
That's how I know this guy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This guy's a
So
tool.
did he survive or did he got?
Oh yeah, he lived.
Oh yeah,
He lived.
Dang.
He lived, but you know, you know that old surfer song "Wipeout."
Yeah,
That's what I'm hearing right now as he hits the pavement.
right
Yeah.
out.
No, and the thing is too, because I remember now, I remember this video. Like he had come out afterwards and said like, "Oh yeah, I fucked up, blah blah blah. I'm sorry, blah blah blah." It's like, okay, like you realize your mistake. I understand. Like people do stupid shit sometimes, and like at certain points, like if you can recognize your mistake and apologize, whatever. But he continues to do shit like this. Like it was not like a one-time thing, if I remember correctly.
No, he's been in several motorcycle accidents. Every single one of them is his fault. Like the motherfucker should not be riding on two wheels. And then he goes on YouTube and tells people like, "Oh, here's how you stay safe on the road. Stay safe on the road. Here's how you corner harder. Here's how you do this. Here's how you do that." It's like,
So
dude, shut the fuck up.
So you're a hypocrite.
Shut the fuck
Huh?
up. What?
He is a hypocrite.
Yeah. You could say that. I prefer the gamer word.
All right.
The spicy gamer word.
Go Shadow. This is it. Shouldn't voters have to pass an intelligence test? You don't have to be intelligent to vote. What if there are more stupid people than intelligent people? Then the Democrat wins.
Ooh. Saying that out loud.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, he didn't die. He's all fucked up. And Tara Smith says, "I don't like Yammy. I like Spite." And Spite is a guy who rode off the coattails of Yammy post fucking 9/11 accident and got his channel big enough until he was like, "Fuck you," and did his own thing, I guess now. I don't know. It'd be like me going on Yankee's channel all the time or something.
Ooh. Why would you subject yourself to that torture?
Horrific moment. Female high school volleyball player suffers serious head injury after transgender girl and rival team lobbed 70-mile-per-hour ball at her head and struck her.
Damn.
Whoa. How do they know it was 70 miles per hour? Did they have one of those radar guns on it? That seems a little far-fetched.
No, it doesn't. How fast can you throw a fastball?
Yeah, you can people can pitch fastballs at like 90 plus
95,
miles an
100
hour.
miles
Like,
an hour.
Yes, fastballs. Baseballs, yes, because it's got smaller mass. It's smaller in general. But a volleyball, I doubt you can throw a volleyball 70 miles per hour.
Well, it's spiking. You're like punching. You're knocking the shit out of the fist.
Yeah, I 100% believe it. I 100% believe
And
70
if
miles
it's a
plus.
big
especially
person,
you see some of those people after they spike them and stuff like that. How fast that ball moves, like that thing cooks. So
Yep.
Bump, set, spike, get that's the way we like it.
Yeah, I was doing
Okay,
a story
okay,
about that girl
bureaucracy.
yesterday on my channel, and they said she has permanent head and neck injuries now.
Shit.
The one that got hit.
Yeah, Weston Probe says balls coming off a bat can be 120 miles an hour plus. And they can estimate by distance and time. Exactly, dude. Like you can look at a video and estimate how fast it's going.
I just think that's a little far-fetched.
I believe it.
I don't know. Maybe Spite's cool, Tara. I don't know. I never watched him. I only saw him on Yammy's channel, and I was like, who the fuck is this fucking guy? Fuck this guy over here.
You know, I said the same thing about Match Chat when this asshole named E Honda started joining this chat.
And here you are.
Yeah.
How big was the dude that spiked that ball?
I don't know. Can we see in the picture?
No.
There's video of it.
Maybe if I pull up the actual story. No, there's not an actual story.
It really don't matter. Just
Well, I mean, there's tons of stories about UFC fighters who were transgender who beat the fuck out of a girl. Okay, here's the video. It's this person right here. Oh. That was pretty quick.
yeah.
Like, it went from hand to head in like that much time. I don't know. It's fucked up, dude. You shouldn't have dudes playing with girl sports. That's why there's the thing called girl sports. Because dudes are stronger, and dudes are bigger, and dudes are taller on average than the average chick.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't matter if you went on hormone blockers for 6 months and took some fucking estrogen. You've still got bigger bone structure. You've still got faster twitch muscles. You've still got bigger muscles because you had testosterone going through your body through puberty until then. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just looked it up. That says the average speed for an Olympic softball volleyball is 80 miles an hour when it's spiked.
Olympic, though.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a dude. I mean, and that's the average speed. Why couldn't a guy get 70?
So, would that girl and her family be able to sue anybody over that for having him in the girl sport?
If he has a good enough lawyer and they have a shitty enough one, sure, yeah. You can always sue. You can always sue. Just are you gonna win? I don't know. Yeah, maybe the school. Maybe you could sue the school for that.
Yeah, the school should have to pay for that.
Although you do sign waivers when you do these school activities, right? Like you have to sign a waiver saying like, if I get injured in the course of playing football or whatever, I can't sue the school for my knee injury. So maybe not, because you signed a waiver.
I never signed a waiver when I played, unless that's
neither did I.
Yeah, you guys probably did.
No.
Mm-mm.
I always signed a waiver for any sport I joined. You had to sign a waiver.
Every sport I've ever played, from Pee Wee League on, I always had a fucking piece of paper that your parents have to sign.
Yep. Yeah, you physically don't have to if you're in school, but your parents have to.
Yeah, parents do.
Yeah, and that's what they're signing when they're signing the paperwork for you to join. It's not just like, oh, I'm allowing Honda to play football. It's like, and all the fucking 10 pages of small print.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, if anything happens to him, it's on you, not the school. The school's not liable. Like, yep. Legal terms. Fun.
She got served.
Oh, God.
Bring it on.
Amazing how well our country was run by a businessman and how quickly career politicians destroyed it. It is kind of funny, not funny, but like ironic and strange and all the words of how quickly fucking Biden destroyed everything that this country has been up to under Trump, you know? Like all of the things in every single way. Oh, let's destroy fucking oil. Oh, let's destroy natural gas. Oh, we're going to fuck up the labor market. Oh, we're going to like open the borders. Oh, we're going to fucking print money like crazy. And not to say that like Trump didn't print money, because he did, but most of the money that he printed, at least most of the increase that he printed, was during the pandemic. And I don't agree with the whole shutdown and things like that. And I certainly don't agree with the vax that Trump still stands behind, which still kind of pisses me off about Trump, which is why if he ran again, I would prefer DeSantis or somebody else run, you know, but yeah.
Yeah, Biden told the Taliban and told China and Russia and everybody, you know, hold my beer and watch this. I'll do it for you.
Well, and like, think about all those articles that came out, like Trump's going to start World War III. Trump's going to ruin the economy. Trump's going to do this. Trump's going to do that. And like all the things that they blamed that they said that Trump was going to do, like Biden
They did.
Like, hold my beer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Biden was really like, here, hold my beer. Watch this.
Yep, exactly. Biden did it verbatim what they said Trump was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
All right, watch this. This is funny.
Damn, that's accuracy.
Yeah, dude,
No
she got him.
shit.
Wow.
Like
I
he
didn't
got
even
her,
know
but
that-
I think he got him worse. She got him worse.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Dude, Smoke's got it. Rules for radicals. There's the saying in that book. Never blame your opponent for what you're guilty of, so that when you get caught doing the thing, it seems ridiculous or something like that. That's not the exact wording, but and it's true. They do that shit all the fucking time. I think we'd be better off longer term letting Dems win midterms than red wave 24 orange daddy back in. If we get the red wave now, we could get Biden again. That's a good point. Because like Republicans are going to win in the midterms. Period. Overwhelmingly in all of the states that it's like in question. And so therefore in 2 years and 2 more years when Biden's up for re-election, a lot of the things that are going wrong in the country at that point, they can point to the Republicans who were in office and be like, well, they're in power right now. They are the ones that are doing the things that we don't like. And then the dumb people, the fucking low IQ voter who doesn't fucking read anything besides the headline and thinks they know what's going on is going to fucking be like, yeah, that's right. They are the ones in power.
It would. I see where they're coming from it, but at the same point, it's like you kind of need some of those flips to secure your foothold for right now and to kind of block any future stuff or at least slow down some any future stuff that could happen in the next 2 years.
No, I agree with you.
Like all the
on the
anti-gun
flip side
shit.
of that coin, like if we do have the switch, and I'm by no like I sit in the middle. I don't think one side's really that much better than the other. But if the red wave does come and starts to turn that, start to turn stuff around, people are going to notice that. Like, yeah, things are still probably going to be shitty over the next 2 years, no doubt about it. But if things start to creep incrementally better instead of getting worse every day, it's all going to depend on what actions they actually do. If they just come in and are like, oh, I'm in now, fuck it.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, if they just come in and are like, oh, I'm in now, fuck it, like, just go sit here and chill out, then
if they sit there and do if they sit there and they do nothing, then yes, it's gonna impact negatively. But if they actually do what they say they're going to do, then it may give them enough of a foothold to get another candidate in.
Well, and I agree with what Angry just said. I don't like either side. Like, look at that story that we were just talking about with Mitch McConnell, who is a Republican, giving more money for Ukraine defense or whatever. It's like they're not on your side. They're not on my side. They're not on anyone's side but their own. They work together. It's the WWF. Like, yeah, they're against each other and they're boxing out on stage, And then as soon as the fucking curtain closes, they're drinking fucking Modelo with each other, They're having a good old time. They're agreeing on shit. Their interests align more with one another than they ever do with yours or mine. They don't represent us. They represent themselves.
Yeah, because their only interest is what money they can make off of it.
Well, it's the uni-party establishment at this point.
And that's why they hated Trump so much, I think, is because he was on no one's side. He was more on our side than theirs, And I think that they fooled him. They fooled him with COVID. They fooled him with the vaccine. They fooled him with a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they really don't want him back in because it's like, fool me once, shame on you kind of thing,
Right.
Well, they also
fool me twice. You shouldn't have done that.
They also tried to stand so much on the border too.
Does anyone know that quote? Who said that quote?
Bush.
Thank you.
Plus,
Hey,
with his 4 years in there, he's already gotten a good peek behind the curtain, so he knows exactly what to go after.
All right, here's a video from Old Nick's Pub in Eugene, Oregon, hosting a child drag show this weekend featuring a performance by an 11-year-old child, free admission to kids 10 and under.
This shit right here just pisses me the fuck off. I mean,
I can't play the video, but I can show you things like this.
What?
This is what's going on. It's Satanism. It's fucking demons trying to fucking eat your children's soul. Like, look at this shit, dude. Why would you take your kids to this at all? Like, what 9-year-old needs to see this?
they don't.
Okay, I don't even want to see this.
It's fucked up. It's not right. It's sexualized. Like, drag times or drag queen story time or whatever was supposed to be like normalizing transgender people. Like, here's a girl in a dress fucking reading a book. You know, oh, that's actually a dude. Hey, maybe you should question your sensibilities or whatever. This is fucking Satanism. This is like terrible. It's absolutely awful. I can't actually play the video. I'm sorry. It's
No, you're fine. Don't play that. Good Lord.
Don't
Yeah,
play it,
I don't-
please.
I don't-
leave it
I don't
alone.
want to see it.
Okay, and to balance that out, here's a funny one. Lube and condoms.
Oh Lord.
That's great. That's fantastic.
Someone did that on Profess just to see.
She was probably thinking amateur.
Sometimes the internet sometimes the internet gets you, sometimes you get the internet. Well, if you can't hear it, yeah, you can't hear it at all, can you?
No.
No.
Well, they're just basically talking about the test scores plunging in math, reading, and everything post-pandemic. How the SAT scores this last year were the lowest SAT scores recorded in the United States. And no one's talking about it. No one on the left, especially, because all they want to do is continue to push critical race theory or like critical race praxis, I guess is what they call it, because they're not actually teaching the theory. But when you're doing your math quiz or whatever, it's like, well, 7 black kids got pulled over and 3 white kids got pulled over. How much more racist are the police for? You know, like that's the question. It's not math, it's praxis. It's fucking bullshit. They're not teaching your kids, they're indoctrinating them. They're not educating your children. They're showing them how to be fucking radical fucking leftists and go to fucking protest and scream in your face with a bullhorn. It's bullshit, dude.
You may
It's
remember
fucked
that
up.
Jeb
It's
Bush,
thick and disgusting.
you may remember that Jeb Bush himself was the architect of Common Core.
Well, Common Core was like, hey, there's kids that are being left behind. So rather than like, I don't know, having some separate classes for them that can teach them how to be a welder or whatever, we're going to like hold the smart kids back so that they don't, you know, so that everyone can learn the same thing at the same time. And that's a huge fucking problem. Like, I have smart fucking kids. I have smart fucking kids who are bored by school, who are just sitting in school like, Jesus Christ, we're learning this again. You know, like my youngest son especially is just like, fuck, goddamn, dude. Like, he's like mini me. He's mini Honda to a T. I fucking love that kid to death. I love both my kids to death, but he's like, the older one's more like his mom. So, all right. Cheese puffs, nutritious, sustainable, delicious, Nutrifits. What are the ingredients?
I see it.
Organic
Cricket flour.
cornmeal flour, lentil flour, lava bean flour, rice flour, organic cricket flour.
Nutrifit is that's French for nutritious, durable, sustainable, and delicio.
Okay, well that's not the fucking point.
right.
The point is crickets, Night Strike.
I know. I see. No. See, You're not looking at it. It says organic cricket flour.
Oh, that makes it better.
Yeah, that makes it all better, right?
Yeah, that's okay. Never mind. I'm wrong. Crickets are good. Get in your fucking pod, eat the crickets.
Well, I guess the point, read the label before you buy.
Yeah, that's exactly the point. Read the label before you buy.
That's just gross, dude.
Yep.
Did you guys eat cricket flour?
No.
No.
Nope. Not
I would
knowingly.
try it.
Well, I know you'd try it. Corey.
Yeah, you would,
Great.
Corey.
I don't
Y'all
think
know
you
me
count.
too well, huh?
I mean, I don't know. I've had chocolate covered ants before.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, you do that because it's, it's fun and funny, but
I
I'm
don't
not going
eat
to have that
bugs.
as my diet.
I do not eat bugs.
That's just,
Well, you're going to, and you're going to be in the pod. You're going to eat the bugs, and everything's going to be great.
yep. Just so lovely.
No.
And it's going to taste like chicken.
No.
And yum, scrumdiddlyumptious.
Sucks for me. I hate chicken.
I mean, if it's chicken or steak, I'm having steak.
I'm having a steak.
Definitely. Oh,
If it's chicken or pot roast, I'm having pot roast.
Mm-hmm.
If it's chicken or corned beef, I'm having corned beef. If it's
What-
chicken or crickets, I'm having goddamn chicken.
yes,
Yeah.
I will have the chicken.
What if it's a chicken or hamburger?
I'm having a hamburger.
There we go.
Okay. Good. Good.
I love cow, man. Cow's my favorite animal to eat.
Oh,
Mhm.
hell yeah.
Delicious.
Hands down.
Cow,
And,
venison, whatever.
Beef jerky.
U.S. authorities say a surge in migration from Venezuela, Cuba, Nicaragua in September brought the number of illegal crossings to the highest level ever recorded in a fiscal year. Yeah,
Well, yeah,
that's what did it.
That's because our border czar, the vice president, went down and took care of that whole problem like she said she would, right? Oh
She
wait.
never
She's
even
never
went down
gone down there.
They're only worried about other people's borders, not ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and instead of hiring like 10,000 new Border Patrol agents, they hired 86,000 new IRS agents because they don't care
87.
about the people crossing the border, but they do care about taxing you.
87,000.
Whatever it was. Yeah, I was pretty close.
You were 1,000 off.
Yeah, the whole thing. God damn it, Night Strike.
Sometimes I'm sorry, man, but sometimes that extra 1,000 matters, okay?
Yeah,
Right.
I suppose it does. It is over 10 years though, so it's only 8,700 per year.
I know.
That's
I
still
know.
too many. Fuck that shit. I mean,
It is
Way
still
too
too many.
many.
Way too many.
how many of them do you think they're going to end up, either accidentally shooting someone in the back or accidentally shooting themselves because, obvious reasons, especially with that video that came out?
I don't know, but you guys talking about this is making me want to grab my emotional support AR-15.
Okay, I need to go get my emotional support AK-47.
I feel
Make
a
sure you
little
grab
bit
the
better.
RPK.
I think I do too.
I've got the RPK right next to me if I need it, but I got the AK too.
Now your backup.
Okay.
The RPK is the backup, yes.
I already have my emotional support 686 plus. All right, I'm trying to like weave in some funny videos to make this more lighthearted because otherwise it's just gonna be like
No way, I got my emotional.
I'm gonna fucking do something crazy.
Hey, real quick, Honda, not to get you sidetracked. Do you have an outline for what you're going to talk about tomorrow?
I do actually, believe it or not.
Oh, that guy's balls.
I've got a couple of guests from. Okay, so I've been doing this thing when I'm bored at home, which isn't very often, but when it happens, where you go to YouTube and you search terms of something that you want to like learn about, and then you use. Okay, so here's what you do. I'll do it for you real quick.
Okay.
You go to YouTube and you want to go critical race, boom, right? And then you go filters, and you go live, and you find channels that are talking about the thing that you want to talk about. Like that was a bad example because there's nothing right now that are talking about this shit. well, maybe this guy. But he's only got one person watching. But you find a channel that's talking about the thing, and then you hop in that chat, and you're like, blah, blah, blah. I'll type. Oh, see, this one won't even let you fucking type
Blah
in the
blah
chat.
blah 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 blah.
And then you shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. It's like having Ray Ray on the chat again.
Oh.
Got him. Got him.
Sick burn,
Got
man.
him.
But you find
hold on,
who's doing a
hold on.
live
I have.
chat. You find someone who's doing a live chat, and you start commenting. And if they like pull up your chats and agree with you, then maybe you can email them and be like, "Hey, I was the guy from that chat. I also do a live chat. Would you guys like to come on it?" And I got some people to come on and chat, and they're going to be here tomorrow night for that chat, and we're going to be talking about race stuff, some racy topics.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool.
All right. Be interesting.
Hold on. If you're gonna call me Ray Ray, I have to call you a Nazi.
You know,
You'll your mean mustache.
Well, just don't start talking about butt stuff, Night Strike. We'll be
No,
even better.
no, I don't talk about that kind of stuff. Matt is the only one that talks about that kind of stuff.
Like I said, I didn't mean to sidetrack you, Honda. I was just wanting to see what
you're
you were
fine.
doing so I could study up.
Calhoun Republic says, today I had some deer sausage on a cracker with goat cheese. # sophisticated redneck.
Ooh.
That sounds good.
You know, my second choice to beef is elk.
Yes.
Elk is
Elk is
good.
goddamn
Elk, you're
delicious.
good.
Elk is delicious. Yes.
Elk and then just your normal white-tailed deer after that.
Mm.
We have an
Calhoun
abundance
says-
here in South Carolina.
Calhoun says, also found out my grandma took Latin in 9th grade.
Mm.
Dude, that's something that they used to teach kids because it's the base language to how many languages that are spoken today. And if you know fluent Latin, you can go to like any country and just say every word in Latin for bathroom until it sounds like the word for bathroom in that country. You know? That's actually a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all we
Awesome.
had a choice of was Spanish and French.
Same here.
We had that plus German and Chinese. I wish I took Chinese. Calhoun says, found out my grandma... Oh, wait, I already did that one. What was I going to look at? There was something. Oh, this one. Austin Roberts is saying blood memory. No, it's the opposite of blood memory. The exact opposite.
Oh, I was hoping we were gonna have some blood memory chats.
Nope, is the exact opposite of blood memory.
I missed the blood memory thing.
Yeah, you missed it. It was a great chat.
That
It's
was a
on.
memorable one.
Yeah. Matt needs to get some more blood memory guys on.
I heard of it from someone, but
Just search back Matt's older videos. It's probably still listed.
That
unless
was
they
back when
remove it.
Yankee still came on Matt's chats. Why does Yankee not come on Matt's chats anymore?
But
Because
didn't
you're
he say
weird.
Did he say the N-word to that guy, or that's someone a different chat?
Well, he clinically said the N-word. Big difference.
Well, it's funny.
I think it's because late. It's either too late for Yankee or Yankee's busy doing shit most of the time.
Well, he does 7 goddamn chats a week, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really
maybe
waters down the chats when you do it every fucking day, I think.
Maybe
Yeah, he's done like 950 straight already, or close to it.
I don't know. I would have trouble finding like a 2-hour chat to do every day or whatever. I mean, I guess he only does an hour a day, but still 7 hours a week.
Yeah, I don't think Yankee really is in this crowd, so to speak, anymore. He's just off doing his own fucking thing.
That guy might not have children.
But he's too set in his ways to have a debate with anybody.
Well, I found that out when I was talking to him about 9/11, dude. He wouldn't even let me get a word in edgewise. When I was trying to make a point, he muted me. It's like, dude.
Yeah. I know the feeling. It fucking sucks. It pisses you off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It makes you want to just quit the chat and be like, and what I ended up doing was just
100%.
being like, you know what? Like, I'll just let you fucking make your points. I'm not going to argue with you because obviously, like, arguing with you isn't going to work. And then everyone's like, oh, Honda, you lost that debate. It's like, bro, It wasn't a debate. A debate is like I get 2 minutes, and then you get 2 minutes, and then I get 2 minutes, and then you get 2 minutes, and then you go back and forth until you run out of points or I run out of points, and then we make our final points, and then the crowd decides who won. Not like I'm in charge of this. This is my channel. I'm going to mute you. I'm going to talk over you. I'm going to discount the things that you say and fucking like prop up the things that I say. And I'm appeal to authority because I know things that you don't know, and blah blah blah. You know, just fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
Like you come on my chat and we can have an actual conversation, and I can mute your ass when you're being fucking crazy. How about that?
Tell you how close my Yankee is.
Oh, Yankee the Yankee. What do you think happened to the Chinese guy who got hauled off today? Did you guys see that?
No.
So the former leader of the Communist whatever party of China, not Xi Jinping, but the guy before him.
The guy before him, yeah. No, it's not Mao.
Oh, okay.
That's way before him, dude.
Yeah, well, that's way before Ping.
Was
I don't know. I don't keep track of these people.
He was sitting next to him at a fucking conference or whatever that they were having. And
Next
then,
one.
God damn it, fuck you. Here, now you're muted. I Yankeed you.
I feel violated.
Oh, you're muted again. All right, you're unmuted.
So
Nope, you're muted. Sorry. Fuck you.
I'm
So you're
violated.
sitting next to him at this conference that they were doing. I don't know what it was exactly. And these dudes in suits come over and they like tap him on the shoulder and like try to get him up, and he like wouldn't get up, and then like they eventually got him to get up and walk off the stage into the back room or whatever. And I'm assuming that he didn't get fucking Hillary Clinton, but who fucking knows?
Wow.
Maybe
They did that to 2 other guys just recently too. Like last couple of weeks, they picked 2
Oh,
of
what
them.
do we hit? Oh, 1022.
Well, what is today's date?
I don't know.
10/22.
10/22.
Yeah, okay.
It's 10/22, and it's also Tara's birthday. Happy birthday, Tara! Happy
birthday,
birthday
Tara.
from the Chili
Happy
Crew.
birthday,
We wish it
Tara.
was our birthday so we could party too. Hey!
I'm not going.
I like that better than the happy birthday song that Matt did that was super awkward the other day. Did you guys see
Well,
that?
he was trying to do what the Marilyn Monroe happy birthday or whatnot.
Yeah, it was too much.
Yep.
Is Tara out there in the chat?
Yeah, she is. She is.
Yeah.
Do you have a 10/22, Tara?
You gotta have a 10/22.
I don't.
Well, today's the day to buy one.
Yep.
With what?
What do you mean for what? Because they're awesome.
Well, with what? I don't have no money at this moment.
Sell one of your,
Save up.
sell one of your 20 Lugers or whatever.
Well, my Lugo nice. I could buy probably 10
Yeah,
of them.
Luger for a Ruger, man. Come on.
Daniel says, how do I find live channels I want to troll?
Just check whenever Ray Ray's live.
We'll try this again. All right, we're going to go flat.
Oh, I said that out loud. I'm sorry about that.
And then we go filters, right? You go to filters at the top. And then you go to features and go live. And people who were talking about flat earth, like this guy, and then, oh, you got to be a subscriber to talk, of course, because that's the only way they get subscribers. But yeah, you go in the side chat and you troll the fuck out of them, or you agree with them, or you say things that they like, and then you get them to like exchange emails and invite them. Not that I was doing that to the people that I'm getting on tomorrow, because I was actually saying libertarian shit. And they were like, booyah. Yeah, I like this guy. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And so I was like, dude, you guys want to be on the channel? And they're like, yeah, dude, let's do it. So they're going to be on tomorrow.
That's awesome, man.
Okay, gas is creeping up.
Again.
Oh,
Yeah, and after midterm, this
Slowly
one
but surely,
skyrocket.
Yep.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's probably going to get up there at about at least $6 to $8, if not close to 10.
No doubt.
guess I won't be driving.
Especially if the Democrats keep everything.
Gun Library Garrett says today is kidney sale for a Ruger day. That's how you can get it, Bjorn. Go give some blood, give some semen and blood, and you can get your Ruger going.
And plasma.
Yeah.
Preferably at different times.
Not all at once, no.
Nah, I'll do it all at once. Fuck it, get it. You know,
Get it done.
have a
and over
party.
with, huh?
You have to sort the bucket.
Daniel, goddamn! When I type in gay and filter for live, you're the first one that pops up. Oh, that's funny and not funny. It's funny but not funny. Stephen Carroll dropped in 5 and said, "Mind if I get a link? I want to try my headset and dick around. Dick around." Sure, dude. Let's go over here. Copy, paste. Oh, do it so you guys can't see. Yada, yada, yada. Stephen Carroll. Are you on Discord, I'm sure?
I think he
Yep.
is.
He is.
Well, I can't find him. Hold on. Stephen Carroll. Not on mine. At least not online on mine. All right, I'll go to offline on mine. Steve. PQRS. I still don't see you. Oh, yeah, there you are. Okay, here you go. All right, I sent you a link on Discord so you can hop in.
And did it dick around.
Dude, you guys, okay, on a side note, if you've never seen Piranha Double D, do yourself a favor tonight. When the chat's over, go to the website, go wherever you need to go, search Piranha Double D, spend an hour and a half, watch the movie, and thank me for it later. It is glorious. Everything that you thought it could be and more. It is so terrible that it's great. It's like terribly fantastic. It's so fucking good. It's like amazing. Tits, everything, dude. Everything you could want.
So it's more like a 2.
That's scary.
All right, look at this unhinged person. You can't hear it because stupid fucking internet shit. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But he looks really sane right here, doesn't he? He's
Like
happy
any second
about...
his head's gonna pop off.
Yeah, he's happy about taking female hormones. This guy's on estrogen. This dude is on estrogen. This biological male who presents as a male who is not passable as a female is on estrogen and loves it to the point where he's screaming in your face about it. Steven.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. You
What's
sound fine.
up?
Oh,
What's
shit.
up, Steven?
Welcome,
How much is
welcome.
Hello.
How do you do, good sir?
Better now that Matt has his 45 GAP max.
Oh my god. I'm so happy I told everyone to do that. Just send Matt gun parts for things that he doesn't have, because then he'll have to build them.
So now he has a GAP mag and a 5.7 mag.
Yeah, someone sent him a 5.7 mag too. I don't know if he got it. I think that it got sent back. Was that you too, Steven?
No, that wasn't me. I can't afford that.
Yeah, 1.57 mag. Everyone can afford 1.57 mag. It's the rest of the gun that costs all the money and the ammunition.
No, I just love seeing his expression go from, oh crap, it's a 10 millimeter to, oh shit, it's a 45.
Yeah, that was
No.
great.
You know Matt's gonna get all this stuff together though and build like some weird ass hodgepodge gun that like shouldn't function but somewhat does. Like,
Yeah. I don't know, man. I hope Matt doesn't just sell all this shit and like, I gotcha.
Where the hell
Oh,
is
bro,
that
he
dude?
killed him. That guy's not
Why
having
would
babies.
you do that? Oh man, that makes me hurt. Fuck. He had to rip something open.
Or pop one like a water balloon.
Yeah.
Like that one that hit that dude's face.
Ow.
He ain't having kids.
Nope, never.
Nope.
You better have already had them anyway.
Right?
Maybe they can freeze his semen from his crushed balls.
No, there's nothing left.
What was he trying to accomplish there?
No,
Did you think, it's just got to break?
I think he was trying to accomplish YouTube fame, but all he had is
broke your balls.
Yeah. He's not fucking Johnny Knoxville, man. Come on.
Oh.
I thought this kind of shit ran its course years ago.
Man, it's really too bad you guys can't hear the fucking what's going on, because there's Joe Rogan had the vocalist from Red Hot Chili Peppers on, and he was talking about the kids dying and all this stuff going on. Oh my god, dude, it's so good. I guess you're just gonna have to search that one up yourself because you can't see it here. And for those who are looking for jobs, United States Postal Service is hosting hiring fairs across Colorado and around the nation for staffing shortages that they're having. And if I understand correctly, USPS, not only is it a government job, but they pay really well too, right? You
Yeah.
get all the benefits.
I've always heard they paid good.
I was thinking about it. Man.
Yep.
I'm
But
honestly thinking about it.
I thought it went private.
Maybe they're not. Well, UPS, USPS, what's the other one?
FedEx.
FedEx. No, USPS is fucking federal. They're still federal.
Yeah, they're federal.
Yeah.
Orkin has published its 2022 list of America's rattiest cities, highlighting 50 U.S. metro areas wherein residents might be more likely to find themselves face-to-face with the vermin. Denver is among the top 50.
Oh, that's
Yay!
just some rat traps, I guess.
Dude, you never used to see rats in Denver, ever. There was mice, but there was never rats. Now there's fucking rats. And they're disgusting, and they're hard to get rid of, and they're prolific. And you would think it's like too cold here, but it's not. Like they just go from house to house or whatever. Yeah, Inglewood is a rat trap. There's rats all around here, dude. Like everywhere you go, there's fucking rats now. It's disgusting.
What's that one big city in the Northeast that has been in the news for a long time for being so infested with rats?
New York?
New York City?
No.
Baltimore?
I thought it was like not Baltimore.
Awesome.
Wilmington?
I don't know. I'll think about it here soon, I'm sure.
Washington D.C.
There's quite a few rats there.
It's got more rats than any other city. Just because they have a demo in the front of their names doesn't mean they're not rats.
I don't know. I was taking out the trash the other day, and I looked down and I saw this.
Shit, man, they're getting big,
bro. And then he started talking to me and shit, and I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
I thought you got off the weed.
That's why he got off the weed.
Online schools put U.S. kids behind. Some adults have regrets. Well, no shit. Your kid is not going to learn as well when he's taking online classes and can turn off his fucking computer, or there's all kinds of fucking tricks to get around it. And then, oh, the test is here. Well, guess what? I'm at home with a computer in front of me. I can just fucking search up whatever I fucking want.
You cheat
Is
all
this
you
that
want.
Daniel's dropping in?
That's how I finished college, cheating online.
Dang, did you see Triggerfish 45? He says, I work for USPS. It's a great job. 2 years next month, and I've almost made regular. Make just under $20 an hour currently. That's pretty damn good.
Under $20 an hour?
That's better than nothing.
I thought it was way better than that. Never mind.
So did I. I think it depends on what your job is there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
To get those
you can make fun of my
government
job or
benefits,
whatever, but I make way better than $20 an hour. So
Oh, I'm sure.
is Daniel in here dropping in shit? Hold on. No, you're not even there. Everyone go to this. Let's fucking stream bomb these guys and be like, come to my chat. Come to E Honda's chat. Because they're talking about the say gay bill. The political matrix. See, it's like channels like this that I want to fucking get on. They don't have a ton of subscribers, like 456. They're doing live streams. They got 22 people watching. But like you start fucking working with these guys, you know, and like you have one on one week, you have someone else on the next week, you have another one on the next week. Suddenly you got like a whole diverse group of people who never would have found your fucking channel if not for the fact that they already watched these dudes, you know?
Yeah, networking.
Right.
That's what I want to do.
Bombarded the chat and just.
Well, I already closed the window. Damn it.
All right, I'm jumping out. You guys take it easy.
All right, man.
nice
Have a good night.
See you next
Later, man.
week.
Have a good one.
All right.
Good night.
Okay, this has subtitles, so you don't need to hear it. So he said, let's look at differences between men and women that are explicitly anatomical and physiological. Men are taller than women on average, which is true. Does anyone take offense to that fact? I would say you could be irritated by it. You could be irritated by the fact that women have to be the ones who go through lactation and pregnancy and blah, blah, blah. She's going too fast. And look, these fucking blue-haired freaks start walking out. Several of them. And then at one point, one of them grabs the microphone fucking shit in the back of the room and like fucking snaps it and breaks it so that they can't hear it anymore. And then they're in the hallway screaming about how these people are Nazis and you're listening to Nazis and you're supporting Nazis by being here. Like, this is not a conversation. And that's what Nazis would do. They would like fucking walk out of the thing and make it so that no one can listen and burn the fucking books.
It'd be
Like,
so fucking hard if I was there just not to just knock these fucking people on their ass and tell them to shut the fuck up as I'm doing it.
Seriously.
And then they tell you to follow the science with the vaccine and everything.
Mhm.
Yeah, no shit.
Nazis are not. See, look at this.
Why is it always they got to go to Nazis? They don't even fucking know what a Nazi is.
It's the hot buzzword. That's all I care about.
This
Yeah.
is a Nazi. And they're saying Nazis are not welcome in civil society. It's like, again, it's fucking Saul Alinsky, rules for radicals. Blame your opponent for the thing that you're doing. I'm doing Nazi shit while calling you a Nazi. So it's ridiculous when you're like, actually, you're the Nazi. Like, what? Like, fuck you.
Too stupid to realize it.
Exactly.
Useful idiots.
That video must be making the rounds again because that's 4 or 5 years old.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It was at the beginning of Trump's administration, I believe, was when it took place originally.
Okay, I saw these and I kind of want them for work so that I can stream myself whatever I want to watch and listen to. But it looks like I'm just wearing glasses. Isn't this fucking cool?
Yeah.
That heads-up display on your fucking glasses? Like, how much is this?
Too much, probably. I can't.
$380. That's not bad. I mean, you don't want to lose those things, but
I mean, some people pay that for normal sunglasses.
seriously.
I've seen someone take a pair of sunglasses and then on your TV they peel off that film that allows you to, see the picture as it is. And they'll peel it off and all you see is just a white screen. And they'll take that film and put it on glasses to where you put them on and you can see the TV, but everyone else sees a white screen.
Yeah. Well, that's... I've seen that too. I don't know exactly how they do it, but yeah, I've seen that. It's kind of cool. Like, why are you staring at this white screen? Like, no, it's fine. Pat Wright dropped in 5 and said, "We are an unserious people about to go through a very serious time, 100%. The time to wake up the sheep has ended. It's time to gather the lions."
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the government is actively seeking out the lions so that they can destroy them before they're able to be lions.
Well, they're a bunch of fucking foxes.
They're the hyenas. It's the government hyenas, we're the lions, and then everyone else is the sheep. And there's some sheep dogs out there too, I guess, who are looking out for the sheep. But yeah, I feel like a goddamn lion.
Of course, the sheep is too stupid to, you know.
To what? Finish a sentence? Oh!
Yep.
Sorry, I'm on one tonight. So here's Trudeau, and you can't hear it again. God damn it, this is pissing me off.
Or dictator from the north, huh?
What's that?
The dictator from the north.
Yes.
Which is about
Winter
a
is
couple of
coming.
hours from me.
So
Yeah, I've seen-
they are introducing
Yeah,
legislation to get rid of handguns in Canada.
Yeah, I thought.
I think
You
he's
know
already
that'll
like,
work exactly like they wanted to.
You know,
he's
Biden
already said
highlighted-
like there's not going to be any new sales of handguns in Canada. Like
Yep.
he's already
No
laid
buying.
the law down on that.
No buying, selling, trading, nothing. And they said that if you've got one on order coming to Canada, that they're going to cancel all those orders.
from the
Well, there was a story, I think it was just from like this last week, about a gun show in Montana wherein they had Canadian police walking around and looking at people's license plates to make sure that there wasn't anyone from Canada there and shit like that. It's like, you're not even allowed to fucking be here as police officers. Fuck you, first of all. Second of all, that's not our fucking laws. That's your fucking laws. So fucking suck a dick.
go back to the border where you belong.
Yeah, what happened with that, anyways? With them, the Canadians being here.
Probably got slapped on the wrist and go back home. Just a guess. I don't know.
I think they just got asked to leave and they left. That's it.
But what were they here for?
They were looking for Canadians at the gun show. They were trying to bust their own citizens across the border in the United States. Like, it seems to me like there'd be a way to do that, and that would be at border check, right? Border checkpoint. Okay, did you buy any guns? Did you do anything? Did you? Oh, let's take a look. But like, they still don't have the right to search, right? Because I think Canada has like similar laws when it comes to Fourth Amendment rights.
I don't know. I don't see how they have any legal standing at all to be on our soil trying to conduct their bullshit.
They don't.
They don't.
They absolutely
not
don't.
at all.
But
Not
China
at
has
all.
China has police stations all around the world. And their point is to go after Chinese nationalists in other countries who are speaking about the Chinese Communist Party. It's not enough that you still have family in China that they can go after, but they want to go after you here so that, like, there's one in New York, I think. There's one in Canada. There's one in New Zealand. There's one in Australia. There's one, like, all of these other countries have fucking Chinese police officer fucking stations. And
yeah, that needs
because
to go.
we get so much free shit from China, and because they bought and paid for our fucking politicians left and right, we're like, oh yeah, you can have your fucking police station here. It's fine with us. We'll look the other way.
Did you guys see that video the other day of somebody being dragged in the Chinese consulate and beaten?
Yes, yeah, I saw that. That was a protester in England, right?
Yeah, something like that. It was one of the UK
Yeah, it was in
countries.
England where they were protesting and got dragged onto the fucking Chinese consulate and just fucking beat.
All right, I'm gonna
Hey,
turn.
Han.
Yo,
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. I sent you something on Discord and messages. It's showing where Trudeau, when he first got in, was talking about how he would never take guns, and now he's doing exactly what he said he wouldn't.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's a piece of shit like his daddy, Castro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a politician would lie. I don't believe it.
No, never.
can you hear this now?
No. Turn the
No.
volume up.
I turned it like as up as I want to. Like it's not. I can't turn it up any higher than that.
I know.
Oh yeah, I forgot you couldn't play it.
Yeah. Too fucking
I
bad.
wonder what the fuck's going on because last time you had no problem. Everything worked, and you're like, "Oh shit, it's working now." What the fuck?
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, you were able to play it last time.
Fucking StreamYard fucking with shit, dude. They keep changing their settings and stuff, and it's not cool. Because they used to have this thing where they would like attempt to capture the audio so it wouldn't just be through your speakers automatically, and it made it nice and easy. And now it's like, nope, we don't want you doing that anymore or something.
Do they have any update?
Maybe on their side, there's no software on your side when you do StreamYard. You just like go to the website or whatever, you know. And it sucks because this guy is a January 6th prisoner who finally got out, and he never fucking bent the knee. He never fucking like pled anything down. He said, "Fuck you, this isn't what we were doing." They threw the full force of the government at him, and he's free now. And he's talking out against everything that's wrong with the government and everything that's going on with the tyrannical Biden administration using political prisoners to make a point or whatever, you know.
Good on him. I hope he sues the ever-loving shit out of him for violating his civil rights.
Yep.
And holding him without due process.
But yeah, it says, "Happy to be released from captivity and reunited with my family. Here's a short update as I travel back home to West Virginia."
How long he was in prison for? Since
January 6th, so like a month later probably. Like
Is that something?
March is when everyone was getting arrested. April, maybe.
wow.
Is that something you retweeted that I can find on your Twitter feed?
Yep, if you go to my Twitter feed and you can watch it. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Good.
Just like
We
you
got
said,
out
I
of
hope-
jail and went back to West Virginia. That doesn't seem like much of an upgrade.
That's very true.
Like, I'm not in prison anymore, but I'm in West Virginia.
I mean, he
I don't know,
could
there's
get
parts
meth
of West
either
Virginia that
way.
are pretty fucking nice, I think.
Yeah, the border's on the way out.
But yeah, there's plenty of parts of West Virginia that are just like meth houses, you know.
The land of Yankee.
That's what's wrong with them.
No, he got shot in the head with a 22. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ruling throws the student loan forgiveness program into limbo just days after people began applying. Oh, that sucks. I know TC out in the chat was bragging about how he's going to get like all these thousands of dollars of student loans forgiven. Like, fuck you, dude. You shouldn't get that. No one should get that. I think that so they did this thing a couple of years back, if you guys remember, where if you had student loans, you could not get rid of them through bankruptcy.
Really?
Do you guys remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
So I think that that's not right either, because, you know, like if you're unable to pay back a debt and you're going through bankruptcy, then you should be able to get rid of the debts through bankruptcy, just like any other debt, like credit card debt or fucking housing debt or whatever, like medical debt you can think of or whatever it is, right? Shouldn't be any different when it comes to student loans. And if people are getting student loans for degrees that aren't going to be able to pay them back, then it should be on the college to realize that and change their fucking curriculum to to where they're only giving out degrees for people that can pay them back. You know, like you're going to get a good job when you get done, and you're totally going to be able to pay this all back. But since they're totally exonerated of that, they can just hand out these gender studies degrees to everybody who's never going to be able to pay them back ever. And it doesn't matter because they're locked in for life and they can never fucking get rid of that debt. All they can do is like, you know, accrue more debt because they're not making payments or pay it back. Got a new member, Dead Horse. Fucking Dead Horse, man. I wish you would come on the chats, dude. I love your fucking voice on my channel. You used to come on in the very beginning. And I understand. I do. There was reasons not to come on for a long time, but those reasons are gone now. So please come back. Dead Horse, come back. You can blame it all on me. I was wrong. Okay, here you go. What is your least favorite Halloween candy?
Black licorice is the fucking abomination of candy.
I
No,
agree.
candy
that
corn
shit.
is.
Yep.
I don't like black licorice.
Fuck black licorice. Candy corn's actually good.
Fuck candy corn.
Candy
Yeah.
corn's not good.
The fuck it ain't. It is good. Black
'cause it has
licorice
sugar,
tastes
but
like you're
black
eating
liquor's
fucking
great.
tar and dirt.
So I
Black
gotta
licorice
do it,
is
like, I'll be right back.
awesome. Man, that licorice makes your mouth a little numb. Man, it's good stuff.
No, it's fucking disgusting. I'd rather eat 10 cans of strumming than one fucking piece of liquor.
Good lord.
Teleportation. I'm not a big fan of candy corn either.
Like, I love black licorice jelly beans. Those are awesome.
Oh, no, that's fucking disgusting, man. Ugh.
Ah, that's one of the best flavors.
No.
First one, I think it's grape, and I throw it in my mouth. I'm like, oh, my day's ruined now.
Yeah, black
like
licorice and cherry.
It's like torture food right there, black licorice.
Dude, I agree. Black licorice is absolutely gross. The candy corn ain't much better.
I prefer neither.
I don't mind either one, but I think that's just because I grew up with black licorice, with being with my grandfather. And
Yep,
candy
that's how
corn,
I
I
was.
grew. Yeah, like so I just got used to it at a young age, and then same thing kind of with candy corn. Like I just got used to it at a young age, but I don't fault anyone for not liking them. I think my least favorite candy is definitely those fucking circus peanuts or whatever they call them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Those are awful.
Who dis?
Who that? Who there?
Who dat?
Yo, man. It's Dead Horse.
Dead Horse! You're here! Dude, I send you links like every fucking week. I never stop sending you links, ever. I always hoped you'd come back.
I appreciate that.
How's it going, man? Everything good?
Yeah. Everything's going great.
Good. Awesome, man. I know you were dealing with some shit there for a little while, and I don't know if you want to talk about it publicly or not, so I won't say what it was, but it was some real fucking shit that really fucking sounded like it was terrible and sucked, and I wish that I could have done, something to help. I'm sorry, but I hope that things turn around.
No, I appreciate it, man. I'll tell you what's been sucking in my life recently is I just got over that COVID thing. And that thing is still affecting me, and it's been over a month since I supposedly have gotten over it, and I still feel it.
Dude, I've had a sore throat for 14 days now.
Is
that
that
might be COVID?
It might be COVID. And it made my kidneys shut down, right? I couldn't take a piss for 3 days. I had to go to the hospital and get on drugs. Yeah.
Wow, that bad.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And that's one of the rarer side effects of COVID, I guess, is it messing with your kidneys. But for me, I was one of those rare people. And but man, I still feel like over a month now I've been, supposedly cured of it. And I still feel it like every day, like every time I move, like I can feel it in my bones. Like that stuff is still with me, man. And that scares me. like
That sucks, man. I know when I had it, probably, I don't know, it was 2-3 months ago now, from my waist up to my shoulders, my skin just fucking hurt bad. Like just wearing a t-shirt was very painful. And that happened for almost 3 days before it finally dissipated. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, I didn't have anything with skin, but I did have like a restless leg type thing, like where my legs just really ached like the whole time I was sick with it.
Uh-huh.
I didn't have anything. Yeah, I think it's weird how it's affecting everyone so different, because like a normal flu or something like all the symptoms are pretty much the same between everybody, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, today is the first day where it's like I can still feel a little bit of soreness, like right here, like on the inside, but it's mostly better. Dude, they're like every chat I was doing, I was like, I have to have 3 drinks in front of me and keep drinking in the middle and halfway through a sentence, it would start hurting really bad, and like getting through work was just terrible. Like, but I'm just going to do it anyway. And I don't believe in testing for COVID because I don't, fuck that.
That helps you lose your sense of taste too.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Did you lose your sense of taste?
Did you lose your sense of taste?
I lost my sense of smell, and my sense of taste, I would say, was lessened. It didn't go away. Like, I could still taste stuff, but everything was much more dull, and that was for sure.
I can taste, but not as good as I used to.
Okay, so here's a weird thing. So here's a weird thing that I've noticed since getting over COVID. So I've grown up for the last 40 years eating hamburgers like all the time. I love hamburgers, right? Ever since I got over COVID, hamburgers don't taste the same to me, and they don't taste good, and they're not appetizing at all. Like I don't, and I've never been like that my entire life. Like, and right now I can't even, like, I'll buy it. Like, if I buy a hamburger, I'll take one bite and I can't eat the rest. Like, and I don't know what that's about. But
there's a name for that. There's actually a name for that. There's a guy that I follow on YouTube, Nick Ricci Law, and when he got COVID, the taste of fried food changed. Like the oil or whatever tasted like putrid, and so for like a couple of months, every time, like, he just couldn't eat his favorite fried foods anymore, which is probably good. But hamburgers sucks though, man. I love hamburgers.
Well, that's like me. You know how I've told you about my soda habit. When I got sick, and right before and after my taste and stuff finally came back, I couldn't stand the taste of soft drinks anymore. They just tasted, I don't know how to explain it. It was just, I don't know, fucking nasty.
God damn, there's like,
happened with my girlfriend too.
It's like 40 motorcycles going by on the road over there. Like, Jesus Christ. MSB dropped in $10. Thanks, man. Said I was severely chastised by a professor a long time ago, saying that should all be for the class should all be for the love of learning. Most of us just want a damn job that would support us, dude. And that's the thing, dude. Like, there's so many things they teach you in school that aren't like life lessons, that aren't like handy skills to have, that don't help you do your taxes, that don't help you start a business, that won't help you get a job. Like, my entire life, okay, like I finished high school with, pretty good GPA, got into college with a academic scholarship and all this stuff. And in my entire life, besides college, besides the first time I went to college, never asked me for a high school diploma ever. I've never had to have my high school diploma to get a job. Like, for college, it's like, dude, at this point, half of these fucking degrees for college are fucking worthless, because it's basically like they've lowered the standards so much to push people through that it doesn't mean anything anymore. It's more like, what's your work experience,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel says, are the choices candy corn, black licorice, or Jared Pullis? I would definitely eat either of those candies over Jared Pullis. You check this out. This is cool. They're doing a controlled burn because there's all this pollen that landed on the ground everywhere, and it's very, very flammable. So they just like brought in the fucking fire department. They're doing a controlled burn.
I know this shit's fucking badass. It looks like it's the snow just being melted away to green.
Yeah.
Green pastures.
It's crazy how it's green and not black, though. Like, usually when you'd see fire going across, and it's going rather quickly, granted, but
yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Where did they say this was? Spain. Okay. They make really good ham and have crazy controlled burns. Have you ever had that Spanish ham?
No.
It's like super expensive. And they have these like pigs that are like lovingly cared for their entire life until the day of slaughter, and they only eat like dates and fucking like acorns and shit. Oh, and it's too bad you can't hear this one. Okay, again. It's pissing me off. Burned down home in Golden listed for $840,000 because that's how much houses cost in Colorado.
That's a lot of money
Holy
just for a
shit.
house. Wow.
I mean, it's got the address, and you can, maybe save the garage and rebuild the rest of the house, but you're buying nothing basically for $840,000.
Wow.
Well, you can,
A little pain will touch that right up.
Open
Well,
floor plan.
The land and the foundation's probably still fine, right? So it's just really timber on top.
Well, didn't you say, Honda, that there was one that you were looking at that was a garage that was converted that was like $400,000?
Yeah, it was a 2-car garage that they had, put plumbing and stuff in. They had like a kitchen. It was basically like a big ass studio apartment with like a loft area for a bedroom. It was like $420,000 or something like that.
Well, you got that. You got at least half your money right there in the garage, and then however much for the land. So you might break even.
God damn it! Stop!
Well. How was the movie? What movie did you just watch?
It fucking sucked.
Well, you could have been here the whole time.
That movie was, fucking, I gotta bitch it angry. No, actually, he did say it wasn't very good. Never mind. It's not his fault.
You should have watched fucking Piranha Double D with the wife.
No, because my daughter wanted to watch a scary movie. So,
okay.
Although I'll be honest, that movie was pretty, we probably should have just watched Piranha Double D because that movie just had, everything in it. Just everything. Gore, tits, some fucking psycho clown bone tomahawked a naked chick.
That's nice.
With a fucking goddamn hacksaw. Just had her hanging upside down, just went straight for the twat, and it just showed him cutting her straight in half from twat to fucking scalp.
Damn. What movie is this again?
It's called The Terrifier.
Sounds like a good watch.
Well, it would have been fine if it was actually a good movie. It was just gore porn. That's all it was. It was just the story, the movie itself is not actually good. Okay, another gore porn movie is Hostel, right? Everybody's seen Hostel, right? But that's at least a good story, even though it's basically just gore porn, but it's well done because Eli Roth does pretty good movies, even though he's clearly fucked in the head, right? This was not a good movie. It was not a good story. It was just the gore porn with no story to explain anything other than there's just this dude dressed as a clown going around killing people horribly. There was no story. There was no story.
The one that I didn't like was it's just gore porn is House of 1,000 Corpses.
That was a bad movie.
Yeah, that's
well, anything that involves Rob Zombie is going to suck balls.
very true. Very
He
true.
always
It's
puts his
fucking
wife in
horrible.
everything.
Look at these.
Yeah.
What about that new movie, the Monsters or whatever on Netflix? Rob Zombie does that. Have you?
I'm not even going to watch that because it's Rob Zombie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give that a chance.
I'm sure it's fucking horrible.
I've heard it's horrible.
Nothing but an insult to the monsters, I heard.
I loved the Monsters as a kid.
Yeah, me too. That's why I was thinking about. I saw that on Netflix. I was like, huh, I wonder if that's going to be any good.
I mean,
I bet
the
it's
trailer
fucking
is
horrible.
pretty shitty.
I did like the Addams Family better than the Munsters myself, but that's just me.
I liked both actually a lot. They used to when I was a kid, they came on one right after the other.
Yeah,
and so when you watch one, you watch the other. I used to watch them, but I know they're two separate things, but I put them together in my head all the time because I used to watch one right after the other. So
they're basically the same thing. It's like
oddly enough, last night when I was going to sleep, my wife was we were watching like Modern Family or something. She's like, I'm gonna go to sleep, turn the show off because we're watching it together. So I actually, while she fell asleep and I was trying to fall asleep, I put on the Addams Family movie from like 1992.
Oh,
I hadn't seen that movie since like 1992. and it was legitimately really good. Like, you know, I was like, now I want to watch the second one. What is it? Addams Family Values?
Mm-hmm.
Which is the one where she dresses up as Pocahontas and like fucking takes over the summer camp?
That's Addams Family Values.
That's
That's the one I remember more because
Yeah,
I guess I was older. I don't know what. That's the second one, and I remember that one a little bit better than I did the first one because I completely forgot the entire storyline to the first one, which is Fester's been gone for like 20 years, and this guy pretends to be Fester. There's the whole point of the movie.
But then he ends up becoming Fester.
Yeah. So, like, because he likes them so much and loves that life and everything, and then he just becomes fucking Fester, and then by the end of the movie, he's Fester. And, but yeah, I didn't even remember the storyline to them. I was like, I just saw it on one of the apps, the fucking things I've got, and I was like, oh, fuck, I haven't watched this in a long time. I put it on last night. It was good. I like it.
Did you hear that they are doing I don't know if it's a show or a movie. It's called Wednesday.
Yeah, it comes out next week.
Yeah. Doesn't it have,
I'm looking forward to it.
Christina Ricci in it?
No.
Oh.
She's old as fuck now.
She should be playing Morticia in a movie now. Or
Right.
better yet, what they should do is an Addams Family movie with her as a grown-up Wednesday being the mom, and then she,
No,
you know,
she's coming back for the TV show or for the.
I thought I heard she was.
Yeah, she's coming back for it,
well,
but
then
not.
she's not.
But not.
Then
But as
she's
like
playing a different character. Then
yeah, it's something else. So.
I don't want to see her as different. I want to see her as like a grown-up Wednesday with her own family, living in the Addams Family house. You know, that's what I want to see. I want to see like a continuation of those movies from the 90s.
Have you ever seen the YouTube series like the Adult Wednesday Addams or something? There's a really good YouTube series, and it's old. It's been on YouTube for like, I don't know, 10 years or something, for a long time. It's called the Adult Wednesday Addams, and a chick plays like an Adult Wednesday Addams, like in these small skits, and it's great. You should check that out.
Okay, I'll look it up, man. I haven't even heard of that, but I do want to see. Like I said, I do want to see Christina Ricci grown up wearing Morticia Addams' low cut outfit because Christina Ricci's fucking hot. I don't give a shit. She got a huge ass forehead. She's hot. I don't give a shit. Like, I don't, forehead and all, man. I don't care.
Except when she put. No, that wasn't her. Was it?
What?
Played in that movie with Samuel L. Jackson where she was chained to the radiator.
That was her. That was her. Wait, first of all, who was just telling me about this thing? Who was that? I can't see who's telling. I can't tell who's talking.
That's Dead Horse.
Oh, Dead Horse. Okay, I'm like, perfect.
Yeah,
Because I'm like, Dead Horse is here, who I haven't talked to in a really fucking long time, and Steven is here, who I don't know if I've ever heard Steven's voice. I don't think you've ever been on a chat.
He sounds like a normal human.
That can't be true. That can't be.
I got a Muppety voice. It's high and low at the same time. It's weird.
I just expect everybody from these chats in the chats. I expect them to sound like very, very unique, like cartoon characters or something.
Super southern accent, you know. They say things like "ol" and "britches." And what was the word for food, Corey?
Vittles. Vittles.
Vittles.
They say
good old vittles.
Britches and vittles.
Making my vittles.
I'll tell you what. I was so pissed off watching this movie. I completely forgot to put my Legos together. I'm still sitting here. I was gonna put them together while I was watching the movie and shit, and I was so mad this movie sucked. I completely forgot to put this goddamn thing together. I'm sitting here staring at it, going, "Fuck!"
Looking for a Glock 37.
Yeah, fuck that shit. I don't want a fucking Glock 37. God damn it!
No, you need one. Look it up.
I don't need a Glock 37, man.
I'm sure they're cheap.
You need a 357 SIG though, don't you?
That I would love to have a 357 SIG. A 357 SIG and a 10 millimeter are both like calibers I'd be okay with adding to my collection.
But 45 GAP, not so much.
No, I've never wanted that shit. I've laughed about that caliber since it was fucking created.
And now you're going to own one because you got a mag.
Yeah, now you got a mag. You got to finish it out.
Motherfucker. Fuck y'all.
Blame Honda. He gave me the idea.
Yeah, I know he did. He was the one talking shit.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Someone needs to send him a box of
Oh,
ammo.
Jesus,
now.
I'm dropping Legos. Hold on. Fuck.
So you guys have all seen Man in the High Castle, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine a world where Glock introduced a 45 gap back in the late 1980s when they were giving all the police departments the free guns. Then history could have been very different on the 45 gap. I'm just saying.
I just see no advantage to 45 GAP. I don't see. There's no advantage to it. There really isn't.
I mean, it would just be like 40. Like, it's like, oh, yeah, like, you can get these guns for cheap because they're in 45 GAP or whatever. And, you know, like.
There is a huge advantage to it. It's called profit, right? making more money.
No,
that's
what it is it's called fucking Glock wanted their own caliber the way SIG does. And that's it. That's it. That's what they wanted. And so they came up with some bullshit round that nobody gives a fuck about. Doesn't do anything.
I don't know if there still are, but there were a lot of police departments that had 45.
Oh, that went by real quick.
They were selling ammo. I mean, they were.
Yeah, they were for about 1.5 to 2 years, and then everybody was like, "What the? Why?"
Is 45 GAP faster than 45 ACP?
No, it is not.
It's slower, or it's the same?
No, it is not the same.
Matt's gonna get a Glock 37 and fall in love with it and sell his Glock 21 and buy multiple 37s.
I keep dropping Legos on the floor.
I thought you were yelling about Glock stuff.
No, I'm fucking trying to put together a goddamn. What is this thing? A fucking speeder? I don't even know what the fuck this thing is called.
Show the box.
It's the Razor Crest.
That is not the Razor Crest. I don't know what the fuck that is. It's not the Razor Crest.
I don't know if I remember it on the box that said it.
Hold on, let me turn my there. It's like a little speeder bike or something.
What is that?
It looks like he's on a speeder, like some sort of Star Wars speeder.
Well, they make a micro one of like the Millennium Falcon and stuff like that.
That's also called.
Is this like a micro fucking Razor Crest? Is that what that is?
If you look at the front, it literally says it.
Where the fuck does this say what?
MSB.
Oh, Razor Crest Micro Fighter. Okay.
That's also called more profits.
I mean, you know, whatever. I don't know, man. I'm gonna sit there and try and build this motherfucker. See what I can do. You know,
how long before Glock makes a 30 super carry?
Fuck that shit.
I don't know.
Like, at least with SIG coming up with the 357 SIG, that was a round that had advantages. You know what I mean? You're putting more power behind a 9mm bullet and retaining, you know, like case size, and you're not amping. You're basically your capacity doesn't go down ridiculously. It basically goes down by 1 to 2 rounds, depending on the size of the magazine. So it's the equivalent of 40. Like, there were advantages to 357 SIG. Glock was just like, let's put a 45 caliber bullet in a smaller casing so that it's not as powerful.
Yeah,
well, it was to get a 45 caliber bullet in a Glock 17 sized gun, is what it was. In that smaller.
And it was pointless.
Well, like 357 SIG, correct me if I'm wrong, is 40 caliber neck down to 9mm, basically.
Basically, yeah.
Which is awesome. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of want a 357 SIG for that reason.
I do too. 357 SIG would be fucking cool.
Because they shoot significantly faster than 9mm. Or at least faster than 9mm. I don't know how significant it is. Did you guys hear about Stacey Abrams saying the reason why we have such high inflation is because you didn't abort your children?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Somebody needs to abort her. Mm-hmm. It needs to fucking happen.
Like, what is going on with the Democrats in Georgia where they can say shit like this and get reelected? God damn it. All the things I pulled up you can't hear. Here's a bunch of dumb kids saying that the biggest problem with the world is farming and that they need to shut down all the farms.
Really? Wow. You'll be starving and you.
Because it's like the eating, thing that makes the biggest. It's the biggest driver of climate change.
Stupid kids.
Yeah. Stop farming, everybody.
Yeah, and when a shit hit the fan scenario happens, because you know all this shit they're pushing and could possibly get away with, they'll be the first to go because they're fucking retarded and can't do shit for themselves.
They'll be the first one to go cannibal because they don't have any fucking food.
Yep. They don't even know. Oh, food goes in the grocery store. Well, it grow by the farm, so you know. Dumb kids.
Why do you go hunting when you can just go to the grocery store and get your meat? So that shit.
The meat comes from the farm, you morons.
God, dude, that's so stupid. You're right. It's so fucking. They're so detached from reality that it makes it hard to even have a conversation. This is why you can't have these arguments in public with these people, because like they're just living in a different world that doesn't exist.
This is why we as a country can't have nice things.
Well, I was talking to somebody about libertarian values and how like libertarian society could thrive and survive and stuff like that, and I'm like, not with the people in our society.
Nope.
Like you need a certain level of IQ in order for libertarianism to actually be able to work. If you have people that are too dumb for libertarianism, then the society falls apart. That's why they have all the warning labels on fucking toasters and hair dryers and shit, you know?
That's why I say they need to take them off and let nature take its course.
I agree, dude.
Exactly.
Natural selection.
Give people sharp things, you know, that kind of stuff. Did you guys see Ian Klein, H3 podcast, fantasizing about another Holocaust and hoping that Ben Shapiro gets killed first?
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Whoa. No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, and people like this are like, there's Nazis on the right. I wish there was another Holocaust, and Ben Shapiro should be first in line.
They're Nazi on the left too.
No, there's just Nazis on the left.
Yep.
Then why aren't you more tolerant of people?
Yeah, it's not a two situation. It's no, the Nazis are just on the left.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
there are no more modern right-wing Nazis. That's just not a thing. It doesn't exist.
They're doing the Saul Alinsky thing where they're like, oh, yeah, you guys are the Nazis. Like, exactly, dude.
I know you are, but what am I?
Yeah. ID, huh?
I saw this. This only makes sense if you're in Colorado or if you follow the shit. Jared Polis is our current governor. Heidi is her last name. I forget what it is. Is the Republican chick running for governor? And dude, hearing her talk makes me like hopeful that she fucking wins.
If her name is not Heidi Big Tits, I don't want to know about it.
Heidi Genau.
Well, then she doesn't have big tits, and I don't care. Does she at least have a nice ass?
She's fairly attractive for a 40-something-year-old woman.
No, I'm gonna pass, dog.
I'm not saying, you know, like I'm trying to fuck her. I'm saying I'm trying to vote for her, motherfucker.
I only vote for people that I would fuck.
Yeah,
all right.
Not the ones you get fucked by.
I will vote for Tulsi Gabbard day and night.
Well, especially since she put away the fucking or the Democrat Party, and she's no longer with them anymore.
I would have voted for her before that.
Even though she was anti-gun?
Yes, because she was still better than anybody else.
It's true.
Better than Biden.
She's been up here in New Hampshire campaigning for Don Bolduc quite a bit.
If it's like any Democrat versus Tulsi Gabbard, okay, I'll vote for Tulsi Gabbard. I don't give a shit. At least it'd be something nice to look at while the world crumbles. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay, cool.
Do you think she's a
have
psyop?
a nice pass, though.
Do you think she's a psyop?
No, I do not.
Because she literally works for the, National Guard Office of Psychological Operations since 2000.
I know. She's in the reserves. That was one of her big fucking, like, I don't know, what would you call it, selling points or some shit? I don't know.
Yes, I would, Daniel. Yes, I would.
I'm glad Daniel's back. I missed him for those 2 weeks or whatever the fuck it was. I don't know.
Well, I was going through withdrawals, and I couldn't take shit anymore from anybody because it was getting to me. I'm sorry.
I'm not blaming anybody. I just said it was nice to have Daniel back. That's all.
All right, that's all our stories for tonight.
That's it, guys. Sorry. We're done.
Well, we'll be going for 2 hours and 10 minutes just because you just got here because you're watching some gay-ass movie.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking gay.
Guess what's gonna be on my not watch list.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So I used to work at a breakfast food place back in the day when I was like 16 to 20 something, for a couple of years. And there was this regular who used to come in who looked like an older version of this chick who had like such a big ass that she needed 2 chairs to sit in. And she had fat rolls all over her body that there was no way that she could reach, that like the shower would not get water to. And she just smelled like poop. She smelled like straight poop. And like she'd sit down at a table and all of the tables around her and all of the tables around that would get up and move to a different part of the restaurant because it's impossible to sit there and eat bacon and eggs with the smell of poop in your nose. It's disgusting, dude. Like, if you're this big, you need to do something about it. If you're that big, you need to stop eating what you're eating and start exercising and see a doctor and get on some fucking program or do something, dude. I'm not trying to be a dick, but, like, honestly, dude, you need, like, it's not good for society. It's not good for you. It's not good for your family. It's not good for the waiter. Like, nobody.
That's what it comes down to. It's not good for the waiter.
I should clean out my whole fucking section.
And then some, huh?
What is this? First batch off the grill. Looks like cheese stuffed pasta wrapped in bacon.
What is that?
Is that pasta?
It kind of looks like that. What you say?
What is it? Dude, no one knows what it is. Well, whatever. Do you guys all have a 1022? Do you have a 1022, Dead Horse?
Oh yeah, of course. That was
What
like
is-
the first gun I ever really started customizing and working on.
I love my 1022 with the binary trigger in it and shit.
That's the only reason your 1022 is any good.
Well, other than that, it's just a 1022. You're right.
Yeah, which means it's just the same gun 5 billion other people have, and it's nothing special whatsoever. But yours has a binary trigger, so that makes it cool.
That's true.
So that means you don't have one too, Matt?
No, I don't. I've had 5 billion opportunities to buy a 1022, and I never have.
Well, it's 1022 day.
Which means it's Tara's birthday. Happy birthday. Is she here? No, I don't know.
I was just talking about how creepy that shit is when you do that.
Continue. I want to hear it. Continue.
Happy birthday.
Okay, you're muted.
See, Tara would appreciate it.
Damn,
but you don't
Yankee
care
starts
about
to
Tara.
I said happy birthday to her, and I sang a song too. So fuck you.
Uh-huh. But you don't really care. Did they make
Daniel says-
Legos more complicated than they used to be? What the
Yes.
fuck, man?
Totally did. It's goddamn tamales, but don't say it fucked up. Oh wait, I just did. Tamales, man.
I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to figure this shit out, man. I'm doing shit, motherfucker.
Are you making tamales?
No, I don't actually make tamales. I have before. I don't really like it. It's a big fucking process. I'd rather just fucking buy them. It's a lot of work for very little payoff, in my opinion. There are much better things you can put time and effort into.
This is Father of the Year. Let's see what this is. He's freaking the fuck out. Oh, it's only good if there's sound and you guys can't hear it. Never mind.
I've seen one of those where it's like a free fall ride. Where the operator's like, "Oh crap, let me check your seatbelts real quick," and then hits the button.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, the sensor says the seatbelt's not attached." Correct? Boom. It's fucked up, dude. Yep. I really want these things, dude. These are fucking cool.
I'd walk into so much shit with those on.
I'm just saying, you could be sitting there watching Netflix or whatever while you're, doing your groceries. You can do both at the same time. And it fucking pipes the fucking sound into your ears and everything.
So I don't hear the lady screaming at me when I ram into her with my cart.
Proposal gone wrong. Oh! Oh, he lost the ring? Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh no.
I thought a bird was going to come grab the ring like it was a piece of bread or something. So all these people are too fat to fucking kneel down. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I think that's like a sign from God. Like if you're proposing and in the process of proposing you lose the ring in a river, like she was going to cheat on you. You buy tamales out of a truck in a car in Texas.
Yeah, in a Walmart parking lot. Hell yeah,
Fuck
that's
yeah,
how I
you
buy
do.
them. That's how I buy them here.
Fuck yeah.
They come in a Walmart bag, right? Nice, hot and steamy. Like
The ones down here, a lot of times they fucking have the cooler and everything that they keep everything in, just right there, and it's like, open it up. How many do you want? You want a dozen? You want 2 dozen? 3 dozen? 5 dozen? Doesn't matter. Fucking
I
get
do
them
remember
out.
a couple of years ago, there was a story in the paper about the Mexican cartel operating out of Los Angeles that got caught for killing people, like the people that they killed. And they would take the bodies and process the meat and turn it into tamales and fucking sell them to people.
Cool.
Like
Sounds
some dude like found
delicious.
like a finger in one or something,
Yeah. Why not? Do it to it, man. Enjoy that shit. Might as well do something with meat.
Or long pork.
Yeah, those are my favorite.
Long pork.
Yeah. Why the fuck not?
What the
go
fuck?
for it.
Pull this foreskin back.
Rumple foreskin, where are you? Where are you?
What the
Sorry,
fuck?
Doc.
Huh. You just have masks that look real now, I guess. When making a fire, work smarter, not harder. Oh, that's smart. You gotta dig a fucking big ass hole to do it, but I feel like that's like the original forge. Like that's how they made forges back in the day before like the age of iron or whatever.
Pretty much, yes.
Except for they didn't have trash bags, but other than that.
yeah, they used animal stomachs. Yeah.
Sheepskin or whatever.
That's pretty cool.
Champagne.
I have definitely fucked up opening up a bottle of champagne before. Yeah, that's not the way to do it.
Yeah, it is. That's the best way.
Oh my god. Those giant bottles are so expensive that the guy just dropped.
Wow.
Yeah, I was opening up a bottle of champagne for this fancy party thing, and like I was doing it careful, and all of a sudden, like I let go to like get another grip on it and like twist it a little bit more, and it fucking popped off and hit this lady in the fucking head.
Oh.
Like, oops, sorry. Man, that fucking newest episode of House of the Dragon was really good.
Yep.
I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
Just wait for tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be the finale, right? The season finale?
Yep.
I mean, Rhaenyra's fucking pissed now because she had her fucking favorite son get eaten by a dragon. Oh, wait, did I? Shit, I fucked that up. Sorry, spoiler alert.
Look how we
Brian Noss says, send me a link. Been following you and never enough ammo for a while. I don't have a gun channel, but I make craft beer. But I have a craft beer channel called Midwest Brew Review. All right, Brian Noss. We're almost done here, but I will send you a link. Brian Noss.
You must go through the hazing in order to join the chat.
Is it Brian MBR? Is that it? Brian? Yeah, that's it. The same picture. Okay. Brian. There you go. I sent you a link on Discord. That's the gayest waterfall I've ever seen. Thanks, Calhoun Republic. I'm sorry, I stole that from you. Credit where credit's due. The future of shopping has arrived.
And it is gay.
So it scans thing as you put it into the cart?
Did y'all see how small this fucking thing is? The instruction book on this motherfucker.
Let's see it.
Is 59 pages long.
Really?
The thing is this big. 59 motherfucking pages long.
Matt's probably thinking, Steven, just wait until I meet you in public, you motherfucker. I'm going to drop the elbow on you.
Motherfucker.
Good thing he lives in the armpit of Texas.
That makes perfect sense. 1 page for each piece.
Yeah, nah, there's more pieces than that. It's like 150 pieces here. I'm not even fucking kidding.
Let's see what you got so far.
Hold on, I think I'm getting close to getting done, but I'm on page 50.
Did you get the second book out of there too?
Yeah, not yet. I'm getting there.
Only 48 more pieces to go.
Yeah, something like that. Jesus Christ.
Oh shit, look at this. Breaking. ABC 15, they're looking at several individuals watching voter Dropbox in Mesa, Arizona. I'm told they have magazine clips, whatever the fuck that is, dressed in tactical gear, fully disguised.
Matt still is being screen shared. We can't see it.
If they're fully disguised, how do they know? I call bullshit.
Phew. Whew. I tried to mute myself, but I couldn't get the button.
Just sneezed all over your audience.
Yep. Sneezed all over you guys. Now you have COVID too.
Oh,
dude, I wish this
Not
fucking
again.
throat would finally go away. It's hanging on by a thread now, but it's been fucking 2 weeks my throat's been sore. And I was on antibiotics for 10 of those days, so it's not a bacterial thing. It's obviously a fucking virus. Whatever. I got the doctor on Monday. Let's see how it goes.
A fuka you, fuka me.
Oh. Brian.
What's up, guys?
How's it going?
Mr. Bri in the house.
It's going well.
Does it make you upset that I like Coors Original and Modelo?
It actually does not. I love Coors Original. Have you done the tour at the Coors factory?
I have, both before I was able to drink and after, several times.
So I've been told that there's like a weird beer that they like get like that's only available at the Coors factory, like at the end of the tour.
That I didn't see that.
All right,
but they definitely give you 2 free beers when you're done, which is kind of cool.
That's always good.
Yeah, and you can do they do like a short abbreviated tour where they basically like walk you through, and then you just go straight to the beer room and get your 2 free beers and leave. There's people who live in Golden, Colorado that are like, okay, I'm off of work, gonna go do the beer tour, and they have their 2 beers and go home.
Oh man, that's awesome. I've done the, because Colorado, obviously, it's a beer haven, so I've done the Great American Beer Festival out there a couple of times. In fact, actually, I think I even reached out to you because I'm like, if I go out there again, because I'm from Illinois, to meet up with you to have a beer or whatever. But like I've done the Great American Beer Festival, and it's actually freaking awesome. It's like a whole weekend.
Yeah, I've been to that, not recently, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, man. Next time, hit me up. I'll see if I can get away for an afternoon or something, have a beer too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd be cool with that.
That's awesome.
So, what kind of beer do you make?
So actually, I'm like more of a home brewer, and I've done in Illinois we every state has their craft brewers guild, right? So Illinois we have a craft brewers guild, and my channel Midwest Brew Review has done a bunch of stuff with them to the point where like they have these tournaments or like whatever you want to call it. And we have collaborated with breweries like in the area and actually won medals for like beers that we've done. And it's like, like the Super Bowl of that.
Yeah, they've got these. There's a couple of them that I've seen around town. There was one right next to the gun shop that I used to go to that had, it was like a home brewery kit fucking shop that you could go and like pick up all the ingredients and like get the beer yeast and all that stuff, and like they'd hook you up with like all the equipment and shit. I don't know how much it costs because it's like I'm sure it's not the cheapest thing to do versus just buying beer, but it'd be cool to make your own beer,
Actually, it actually can be cheaper. In a sense, when you actually do get going with it, it is pretty fulfilling.
Kind of like growing weed back in the day.
For sure.
It's one thing to just buy an eighth and smoke it. It's another to grow it and smoke it. Not that I do that anymore. Although sometimes I still do have the urge.
Anyways, hey, I'm glad you sent me a link. I'm actually I wanted to thank you and Never Enough Ammo. And all the other boys that are on the chat. I've been through some hard times, and seeing your guys' chats and hanging out and watching that for when you guys do marathons and all that kind of stuff, it's really pulls me through some bad times,
I would agree with that statement because same sentiment with me.
Oh yeah. Like Matt, like Never Enough Ammo, like I know he lost his job. I lost my job recently. I got laid off. My company got bought out, and I got dissolved, and they gave me a shitty 6-week severance pay, which what the hell is that,
Yeah.
But, I get it, it's, times are hard, but we pull through, right?
Yeah.
Dude, when I got laid off from my job, they were like, oh, we're going to give everyone like a 2-week or 4-week severance pay or something like that because everyone's getting laid off. And then a week later, they sent everybody an email, and they're like, we're not going to give you that severance pay. And then I was like, okay, well, I'll just go to unemployment and get my unemployment going. Oh, we had your social security number off by like one of the digits is incorrect. It was supposed to be a 2, but it's a 3. And it took 16 weeks to get them to pay me.
Oh, no.
Dude, I was destitute by the time I finally got my fucking unemployment check.
It was bad, dude.
I have a good story about that because I actually did go to file for unemployment, and I had probably, I don't know, like when I was going through the process, I was just doing my phone because I like the laptop that I had was owned by my company, so I had to turn it in, right? So I have no computer. So I go turn my laptop in, I go file for unemployment on my phone, and then I go like through the whole entire process, and there's like literally like 5 or 6 jobs that are like they list that like, oh, under your social security number, like these are jobs that we are recognizing that you had worked, right? Well, those 5 or 6 jobs, I've never worked at an Applebee's in my life, you know? So I'm literally dealing with like an identity theft situation right now too. It's like, oh my God.
Oh, you were a cook at Applebee's, huh?
I was not. I worked for my job for like 16 years. And they have like 5 different jobs that have worked like these like little mom and pop stores. So obviously it was an identity theft situation. So I have to figure that out now.
I don't even know what you would do about that. Like, who do you go to fix it?
Well, I think I need to just like go into like an office and just like show my social security number and then like say, I am who I am. I never worked those jobs.
Dude, there's got to be a lot of that going around with how many illegal aliens we have in this country. You know, like you have to have a fucking social security number to get a job, pretty much, unless you live in Colorado.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because Colorado, they're like, oh yeah, come here. We're a sanctuary state. We won't fucking bust you. We know that you're illegal, but we'll give you an ID to drive. We'll give you a driver's license, and you can use that driver's license to go get a job. And like we're not going to require the companies like do all the fucking extra shit. You just like fill out this form and you're good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, name another country you can do that to.
Insane.
On that note, Pat Riot says, with everything the Democrats are pushing for, sending us closer to civil war or peaceful divorce, maybe we should just vote Democrat and just get it over with. What do you guys think about that statement?
Nope.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
Well, there is the
nope,
saying,
I'm out.
If there's going to be war, let it be while I am young so that my children don't have to suffer through that. Let it be me and not them.
Well, yeah, I can see it from that vantage point for sure. But it's just like, I can't bring myself to it.
Oh shit, let's see what Matt's got. Is it done?
It's fucking done.
Oh, nice.
Man, you flew through those 50 pages.
Fucking hell.
That's cool, though.
Thing is overly complicated for how big it is.
That's what she says.
It's true.
Gerald Cagney dropped in $2, said Lunar Brewery is cool in Villa Park, Illinois. Have you ever been there? Luna Brewery? Ryan?
There is no Brian, only Zool.
Pat Wright says the old joke goes, getting a divorce is like throwing up, but you don't want to do it, but you feel so much better after. Yeah. Honestly, dude, like, we're headed for some sort of a an unnatural disaster in this country. Like, man-caused by bad decisions, by bad governance, by overspending. We're going to have hyperinflation, like what happened in fucking Venezuela, you know? Like, is there still a Venezuela? Yes. Did it suck really bad for a really long time for a lot of people? Yes. And there was that interview, and I keep going back to this, and I haven't talked about it for a while, about the guy who they were interviewing. Oh, there's 2 Brians now. There was a guy that they were interviewing from Venezuela, and they were like, yo, if you could go back to before the dollar in Venezuela went down to nothing, before the fucking hyperinflation that happened, what would you buy with your money? and the dude said something like 5 years worth of food and a Glock 19 with a bunch of ammo. That's not a bad answer. And if you guys don't have a fuck ton of food and a Glock 19 with a bunch of ammo, like, you're not doing it right. And that works for getting laid off and stuff like that too. Like, how did I make it 16 weeks without having any kind of income with only a couple of $1,000 in the bank, you know? And the way that I made it through was I had a fuck ton of food that I could make for the kids when they were there. The kids ate every fucking day that they were at my house. There was never a day that they were hungry. I went hungry a couple times, which kind of fucked me up because, like, I ended up putting on a bunch of weight during the fucking the pandemic shutdown because I was on starvation mode because I was only eating like one meal a day and not enough calories. And then when I finally got paid, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get some food," and that shit just went straight to my fucking gut and my ass. And I'm just now getting back to the point where I was before. Not even quite yet, you know. After, I mean, I've been working out since January 1st this year, so 10 months and 22 days, however many weeks that is, 3 times a week I've been going to the gym. And, you know, like, maybe I could eat a little better, maybe I could have done it a little quicker or whatever, but at the rate that I'm going, I'm, you know, still probably 2 months away from being back to where I was. But I'm working on it, dude. Look. I think I look better. I think I certainly look better than I did at the end of the pandemic. It was like fluffy Honda, you know.
Fluffy Honda.
I see what you did there, and I like it. God, dude, Fetterman looks like a Neanderthal. He's a Goomba. Look at this Goomba. How did he land such a pretty wife, too? Not like, she's not that pretty, but she's like, she doesn't match. I guess money, right? Money's always the answer. Ryan. Ryan's having technical difficulties.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good, dude. Have you ever been to Luna Brewery in Villa Park, Illinois?
Yes, it's okay.
Is it cool? Because Gerald Cagney says it's cool.
The better brewery in Villa Park is More Brewing.
Leo. E Honda. He has big dick energy. That's what the E is for. Big dick energy. I saw this. This can't be fucking real. They're like, we found a dead dragon in Mongolia. Like, fuck you, you fucking found a dead dragon in Mongolia. These fuckers aren't flying around.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that look fake.
It'd be cool if it was real. I love dragons. I've always liked dragons.
That looks fake as shit.
Yep, it does.
Like, it's too perfect to be real.
No, it's 100% real.
All right.
There's a video of it right there. How is it not real?
I saw it on the internet. It has to be real.
Exactly, right?
I synced it.
It's like those like Loch Ness videos too, right? Like all those beached monsters or whatever you want to call it. They're all fake.
What's your guys' favorite kind of ice cream?
Bluebell.
Cookie dough.
Hands down.
Yeah,
no, not brand, but kind.
Homemade vanilla.
Jesus
Cookies and
Christ,
cream.
Marie.
Good.
We are both from Texas, aren't we?
Yep. I grew up going to the fucking Bluebell factory getting free ice cream as a kid.
Oh, we all
used
did
to go-
that.
Yeah, we used to go on field trips.
I'm a big fan of Dreyer's Rocky Road.
Really?
Yes.
I don't like marshmallows in my fucking ice cream.
Me neither.
Well,
My all-time favorite is Cherry Garcia from Ben and Jerry's. It's just I don't like Ben and Jerry's political views.
I like the half baked from Ben and Jerry's. It's the brownie mixed with cookie dough.
Yeah, that one's good too.
That's awesome. We got a little like craft. If you want to call it craft ice cream place around here called Oberweis, but they have a chocolate peanut butter ice cream that is unreal.
I do like pistachio ice cream too, Daisy. Butter pecan's not my favorite though.
Yeah, I like butter pecan.
It's all right. I'm not saying
other
it's bad.
Ice cream brands are imposters. The only real one is Bluebell.
I think other companies make ice cream too, and I don't think it's imposter ice cream. It's still ice cream.
No, they're unimportant.
Look at all these black people being racist when they're asked what are white people superior at, and they're like laughing. See, this is what you get when you start making Black Panther movies, Matt. Well, whatever. On that racist note, I think we're about done here. It's been 2 hours and 40 minutes, and I have run out of Twitter stories, and I'm afraid, dude, like Twitter's got all these like videos that if you show them on YouTube, you'll get a strike for. So if you just scroll through Twitter, that's how I kept getting strikes. Was not by not curating my stories before I go through the chat. So it's kind of a thing. Kind of wish it was more like Rumble, where they just didn't give a fuck. Like you could talk about whatever you want as long as you're not showing like naked people or something. But it is what it is. But we will be back tomorrow night for a gay frog chat, for a special gay frog chat with some new guests on it from a different YouTube channel and a different YouTube community. We're going to be talking about some crazy stuff. Well, maybe not crazy stuff, but we're going to be talking about some stuff, and I'm looking forward to it. So do tune in tomorrow night for that. Any last words of wisdom for the chat, boys?
I just want to thank you for letting me in. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man, for sure. You're welcome back.
Damien
absolutely. Thanks for having me on too, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Welcome
Buttery
back.
camel toe goodness. Okay.
Camel toe goodness?
Buttery camel toe goodness, says Damien Christ.
Is that Camilla's ice cream?
No, that would be I don't know, cock and doss.
Hey, let's talk some guns and some weird stuff next time.
Yeah, dude, I'm down. No, her favorite's chock full of cock.
With a scoop full of nuts.
Yeah. These nuts is what it is. See, like, just then, I hit the Twitter button, it went to the top, and it showed a car accident with a fucking person. Like, I was not, okay, YouTube moderator who might give me a strike for this. I was not attempting to show that to shock the audience. It was done accidentally. It was not part of the plan. I'm sorry. I scrolled away from it as soon as I could to not show it anymore. Please don't give me a strike. And who's fucking gargling nuts in their mouth right now?
That's what, like, fuck, what is that?
I have no idea, man. That's, yeah, it's loud.
No clue.
It's lead on steel. Whatever you were doing, stop gargling nuts.
I'm not doing anything.
I like someone's chewing ice.
I hear it in my headphones, but I'm not doing anything.
Oh, I hear it really loud, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, that sounds going to make me punch an infant, so I'm going to end the chat here. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you tomorrow, okay? Peace.
Later.
Peace.
Penis wrinkle.